Great, awesome. Guys, I think we might actually be live.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check and see.
Oh, yep.
Yep,
We're live.
Oh, thank God. We're live. Hi, everybody. This is Babby's first stream. Hi, everyone.
An event.
Shh, everything is fine.
Welcome to Fortnite.
Do we sound good?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything sounds good. The music's coming out.
Everyone
Yeah,
sounds good.
music's coming out and everything. All the voices.
Yes, hi chat. Sorry, it's the murder god because I've lost my goddamn mind. Hi guys.
We're already getting bits.
We're already getting bits. Thank
Hooray!
you so much.
Okay, that's 200 bits so far.
Wow.
It's okay, you don't need to keep track of it. I've got the Streamlabs thing.
Thank you.
Oh, okay,
I
thank you.
super appreciate it.
So we're starting. So I guess we can transition.
Yeah, let's transition. Hey kids, welcome to Artventure, a show where usually we try to show you a super cool story about art. Wow, that is not working at all.
What isn't working?
The
Capture.
the captures
Oh.
really bad. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's fix that. Can we fix the crop while it's live?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, let's just.
You just click the screen and you should zoom out if you can, and you should see a red outline
Yeah.
outside of OBS window, and just shrink that to the right size.
Fit to the right size. Let's fit the screen.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it, my tablet's going through both screens.
Okay, well.
My name is Alexander Anderson. Alexander Anderson.
Well, it's still kind of. Oh, it's because it's set to.
Also, yes, everybody. Steele is here.
Yeah, Steel's here.
He's not gonna be like speaking, but
No, he's a quiet boy.
He's gonna be drawing. He's gonna be-
That's okay.
like-
That's good.
speaking of Steele, I can't see his beautiful portrait on the.
You know
On
what?
the thing.
Fuck it. You guys get to see the full thing today, cause that's how this is going. All right.
Yay!
Well,
Now I can see everything,
now you can see everything.
including the crappy Fortnite bus.
I wanted to try and, like, bring this
Where's the Fortnite bus?
There's a Fortnite bus.
It's literally
Okay.
labeled Fortnite.
Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. We are.
Give us bits because we said Fortnite.
Did you give Steel hyper-realistic blood eye?
It was not me.
That was no.
God damn it, guys.
Who gave Steel hyper-realistic blood eye?
Okay, it
So-
wasn't me this time.
It wasn't
As
me, though, I'm thinking
As you all can see, this is Babby's first stream, by which I mean I'm hosting, and I have absolutely no idea what the fuck I am doing, in case that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, we should have done it last.
You know what? I thought maybe I could make it look like how Alex does it, but as you can see, I'm kind of a little bit garbage when it comes to streaming stuff.
Hey, listen, you're fine.
So...
It's okay.
It's okay, it's not just streaming in which you're garbage, so if that helps.
Thanks, Phil!
Whoa, that's not very nice.
Anyway...
Was that supposed to be nice? Exactly, that's what I was saying.
We're all
I'm already in my room, technically.
Ben,
Meredith, if you can hear Kristen, then you can hear me.
Yeah,
'cause we're in the same
we're
room.
in the same room, so if you can't hear us, then...
unfortunately, Phoenix Cammy is not here. Is not present.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we want to pop out chat?
I don't think we're gonna be able to fit it on here, honestly, because, like, we have so many other things. You know, I'm just gonna pull up chat on my phone, and then we'll just do
That
that.
works.
I'm
Yeah,
being
do that.
pretty limited right
That's what I'm doing.
They're saying Split and Kristen are pretty quiet.
now. Oh,
Rum.
Great.
so we're both quiet. We'll fix...
That's weird.
Which one is us? This one?
It's the one like with the microphone.
Why are we
part.
coming in so quiet?
Good question.
Let's check
Ooh.
yourself out.
It might just be directly in OBS.
Yeah,
So you should have that shit all the way up.
Blasted in OBS.
Oh, you blasted in OBS. Then
Maybe you
fuck
have
it.
to like manually turn up the microphone.
yeah, I guess. Where would we turn it up?
Steel fixed, you're too good.
Steel
You
fixed
did too good of a job.
Yeah, I mean,
damn
granted,
it,
to be
Steel.
fair, he was trying to adjust for my obnoxiously loud voice, so,
That is fair.
it's, yeah, it's a difficult
Technical difficulties?
Yeah, my mic's coming in, like, super fucking quiet right now, I don't know why.
Technical difficulties.
Boo!
Exactly. Technical.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for your patience while we try to figure out what the fuck we're doing.
We're gonna get demonetized, Phil. Stop it.
Is Phil drawing penises again?
No, he's not drawing penises. He's
No,
saying
he said
baby.
the fuck word.
Jojo, you just said the F word.
No, you did.
He said the penis word.
Well, I know what we're not doing. We're not winning any spelling bees.
Aww. Listen, I know I am grammatically incorrect, but that doesn't.
You're not grammatically incorrect.
You're just generally incorrect.
No, Phil. No. Just the
Okay.
spelling.
Okay, so, oh, there we go.
That might be a lot louder, actually.
Yeah, judging from the fact that it just jumped so high. Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess the
There we
question...
go.
As Split tries to get me to be quiet.
Well, because I don't want to kill our audience's ears.
Well, you know what?
Wonderful.
Well, I mean...
I think that should do it.
Okay.
Someone check with chat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a renowned Yates.
Glorious
Yeah,
sound.
they're saying yes,
says
we can hear you.
All right,
Geo
beautiful.
Sabler.
Awesome. Kristen, we can hear you in all caps.
Yeah.
Alright. Awesome.
Can you hear me?
I mean, yes, but I feel very uncomfortable about it.
Okay, that should do
Oh,
it.
I'm very
That should
sorry.
do it.
Okay,
Should be
kids, thank you so much. We apologize thoroughly for
We're
the-
not Alex, okay?
We're not Alex. Alex is a good man, and he's smart, and we love him so much, and I was already grateful for his existence, but now I'm even more grateful for his existence. Like, holy shit, I have never been more grateful for Alex's existence than I am right now.
Never knock streamers, guys. Streamers, their work is hard.
Their work is
Yeah.
hard, and I've always been very grateful for Alex, but now...
Now it's like 10 million times more gratefulness.
Also, now we're in the process of setting up my desk for a 3-man job here, because I don't know if you guys heard, but Split and Steel are both at my apartment.
That's in fact a fact.
They're both
Don't think too hard at it.
They're both visiting the void.
Avoid his Michigan.
Yes.
Have either of you seen Steven? That's what I want to know.
Who?
Okay, roommate Steve or fiance Steve? They've
No,
seen.
your fiance is called Steph,
Oh
so
my
I'm obviously
fucking
talking
God.
about your imaginary roommate Steve.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. We've got confirmation that he's not fucking there.
Yep. We should maybe zoom this out a little
Hey,
bit.
Cammy's asking, is it too late to hop in? Can she come?
No, it's not too late for Cammy to hop in.
Sorry, we're all full. There's no room.
And I guess we gotta add plus Cammy over here.
Yep. Yeah, I need to actually add her to the list.
Hi, Cammy.
How do you get hard edge on this stuff?
Hi, Cammy.
Is
Oh God,
the
it's
saxophone
fucking
gremlin?
It's Cammy.
Do you wanna? I think
That
there's a
gremlin.
thing down here that will let you adjust.
Okay, no, hello, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
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 Oh, there we go.
I got it.
Alright, that's reasonable now.
You.
I need to, sorry, Steel, real
Guess
quick. I
who?
gotta add Cammy to the... I'll let you draw your beautiful face.
Oh wait, we're drawing faces. Hold on.
I need to add Cammy to the list of people who are in the call. And actually Phil as well. Oh, thank you for the bits! I don't know how much you donated to us, but I can only assume it was an amount. 7
Seven.
whole bits.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
7 bits for
Phillidubs, 7
Cammy. Thank you,
bits.
Draco.
As Steel flops into frame. Okay,
Same.
who's drawing? Let's see here. Damn.
Oh, hi, Cammy.
Hi, Cammy.
Hello.
Bonjour, la crème.
Bonjour, la Cammy.
Ça va bien?
Alright. So anyway, if you want me to undo something, just let me know. Steel. I'm sorry that we have to deal with this utterly ridiculous setup.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Why is Phil? I have to say, the image of Phil on Cammy's head while this extremely dramatic music plays is
Good.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Is good the word we're looking for
Good.
here? All right, sure.
Probably.
And thank you
Still
for the
making
bits.
More bits.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Steel, I love what you're drawing right now.
Oh
Yes,
god, why?
please.
Oh,
It's it's beautiful. Okay, well anyway, welcome
So
to
veiny and detailed.
welcome to.
Hyper realistic.
Whoa.
Oh god.
that's
Thank you for the
left
bits.
More bits.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna do my spiel now, nearly half an hour after I should be doing my spiel.
Hey.
And once again, I'm being consistently interrupted by people giving us money, which I'm super appreciative of, but I'm gonna try to get the...
Here,
Okay.
thank you for the bits in advance. Now, Kristen,
Thank
do
you
your
so
spiel.
much for the bits. We greatly appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Artventure, the show where a bunch of Internet Remix members draw out a story as suggested by you, the audience. The name of the game is we have several wonderful artists here, as you can see on the list here. I'm actually not one of the artists for this round because I am narrating. We have Juno, Jojo,
Hi, guys.
Steel, Cammy, and
Wow.
Phil also.
Yeah, I'm
That
here.
one's here. I
That
guess.
one's
Okay.
here.
I'm present.
Yeah.
He is also present. Steel, as I've said before, will not be doing the talkies because that's not a thing he does. Well, he does talkie, but not
No, he
on
doesn't.
stream. That's right, he's never talked. Surprise!
If he were to speak,
you know? It was me
everyone
the whole
in this
time.
stream would
He
immediately
does the wild
fall in love, and we're trying to avoid a riot.
It's true.
Surprise. Actually, I was still the whole time.
What?
Oh my god. Does
I
Karen
knew it.
feel confirmed?
It all
All my
makes
fan
sense.
fiction is coming to light.
At
Oh my
last.
god, what?
Okay. So, hey guys, usually for Artventure we do a crazy, silly thing, which I guess technically that's what this is. But I know last week we promised we'd have the return of Artventure Noir. However, Alex is not with us, which makes it sound like he died.
No, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Don't worry.
He is alive. I promise Alex is alive, and we love him, and you know what? We were grateful for him before, but we've never been more grateful for Alex than I am right now after spending like 4 hours fighting with OBS. The good news is I'm full of a lot of anger, so if we decide to do Artventure Noir, I've had a lot of method acting, and I'm ready to be Maggie. Okay, so anyway, the question, folks, is we could build a new story given that Alex isn't here to do the noir thing, or we can do an Artventure Noir from Maggie's perspective. So the question is,
Which is
Oh.
pretty popular.
that's what's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I
They're just like
say-
Maggie.
All right, okay. I guess I'm gonna try to summon Maggie from the ether. All right. So we're gonna start off Artventure Noir. For those of you who do not remember, Jesus Christ, JoJo.
It's not.
Whoa! Did you just, Tara? Did you just donate another $100?
Excuse me?
God, oh my God! Thank you so much, Tara. God, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much. I should,
Get rid of the blood eye.
since we're
Never.
starting Artventure, I should explain, by the way, so not only are we doing Artventure, we're also, for those of you who didn't know, doing this thing called Camp Streamix. The way Camp Streamix works is the three persistent stream hosts, myself, Alex, and Xander, we are all competing to see who can get the most bits. My team is Team Murder, and you should absolutely keep donating bits, mostly because I want to beat Alex and Xander.
I think you're beating Alex and Xander after that.
I am
like,
right
pretty well.
now, but you know
I
what?
think
That
we've been beating.
we've been beating them, but that could always change. So anyway, please we appreciate your bits, we appreciate your support, and now I think it is time for us to get into the Artventure. Tara, since you have donated the $100, well, first of all, I suppose we should discuss the plot. Sam's McSams is not available, so, actually, I know how we're going to start it.
Do you? You just had to think about it.
I know the basic plot. I know where we're going.
Okay.
Because we do have a hook that we have to start with because Alex isn't here. This music is really a summary of what this entire stream has felt like thus far.
I can't hear the music.
That's okay, but I can, and it sounds utterly insane.
Should I save the drawing now?
Ridiculous.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, save the drawing now. We're gonna get started with Artventure.
Is that Kermit? Oh my god!
Oh my god! He's beautiful.
I like my Kermit face. My Kermit face.
Is that Kermit cat?
It's Kermit cat. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna save this. So guys, for the love of God, stop drawing!
Okay.
I saved it.
Save it. Alright, awesome. So, we are gonna clear this so we can get started on Artventure Noir. First of all, guys, before I kick off on Maggie's narration, I want you to tell me, where is Maggie? Is it night? Is it day? Where is she at the start of this, dark and intense adventure? I need to delete this layer.
Oh, Kristen, the most important thing about Artventure Noir.
Oh shit, hold on. I haven't got rid of my letters. Yeah.
The toned background.
Yes, the toned background. Very important.
Woo. Nanny.
So I don't know who wants to draw.
Okay, we got night. We have night on the beach.
Night on the beach.
Night by a hotel.
Boxing ring.
Night
Oh
beach.
my God.
Night then.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Night beach?
Let me
Is
start
beach?
with the dogs after Sam
McSam's leaves.
Okay, so we want to kick off right after Sam's McSam's leaves?
Yes, he fell off the bridge and died.
Into the night.
No, he didn't fall off the bridge and die.
Well, that's why he's not here.
He fled. He
No,
He fell off the bridge, went down the river. We haven't seen him since. I wonder where he is.
Oh no.
Maggie was insulted at the fact that he stole a kiss, so fucking stabbed him.
Threw him off the bridge.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Exactly.
What was she
Fucking-
wearing last adventure? It's been a few weeks.
She's wearing that fancy dress.
Maggie,
Very
Fancy
sexy
dress?
dress.
she was wearing a very sexy red dress.
The obscenely sexy red dress.
The
Okay.
obscenely sexy red dress. And
What's her
she's,
hair like
Running
again?
away.
Up in the bottom, kind of thing.
Kind of a bun?
I have to steal the tablet from Steele briefly so I can show you all what Maggie looks like before I never draw her again, because I'm doing the narration for this one. Alright, let's see here. So naturally, she should always be in red, because...
Oh, you weren't here for the last one.
Yeah, you weren't here for the last
You don't know
Artventure
at
Noir.
all anything that's
So
going
first
on.
of all, let me explain to you the basic premise of Artventure Noir. Artventure Noir takes place in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. It is a vague, you know, very American, old-timey sort of town where jazz always plays, it is always raining. Does daytime even exist? I'm genuinely not sure. Some people think that she has a bob, but actually she has a bun. Maybe she'll get a bob and an important haircut at some point in this story. She always looks kind of angry. She got...
Always looks kind of angry.
She
I'm
always
pretty sure
looks-
she's just genuine.
She's always cut.
She's genuinely always angry, yes. Alright.
She's always seething.
Always slightly seething.
Is that McSam's over there running away?
Yep. It's entirely possible.
He's gone.
She's got some freckles. which
He's
is very
yoted
important.
away.
Yes, he's yoted away. So, Maggie is actually a police chief, which is really quite egalitarian for the 1920s, 30s, 40s. So she got a 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. So she got a police hat. Or something. You know, however police hats looked in the 1930s, 40s.
She's a bad cop.
Yeah, she's a bad cop. She's not a bad cop. She's a very good cop. She's very good at what she does. She's straight-laced. She would never, ever... She takes the whole law thing very seriously. You would pretty much never catch her in, like, you know, the standard 1920s, 30s, 40s, like, flapper getup. She'd look fucking great in it, but she'd never wear it. So that's the basics. You can have her dress however the fuck you want. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, have we all committed to memory the general idea of what Maggie looks like? Oh yeah, also she has earrings.
I'm sure as fuck not going to be able to draw her, so
That's okay. That's not your job.
No,
It's okay, Phil. You're gonna help with story.
Yes.
I am.
Yes,
You can sign
you
up for
are.
this.
No pressure.
It's me, you, and Kristen here.
Yep, we are doing the story. So.
Because me and you, Phil, we're not known for the art thing.
Yep.
And Kristen just can't do it right now.
I cannot do it right now. I am incapable.
I'm more of a finger painter. I just.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So we are kicking this off. Okay, so we're kicking this off at the docks right after Sam's McSams ran away, leaving Maggie to desperately try to release herself from these cuffs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's stuck. So she's
Oh
been
yeah,
cuffed,
and
she's
the
been cuffed to the
saxophone
dock,
gremlins
right?
are like enjoying pomegranates. They're all
Alright,
there.
Yes, that's right.
So there are also gremlins in this world?
There are also gremlins in this world. Now,
Oh,
let
yeah.
me, folks, please, let me set the
Fuck.
stage. The night air was cold at 4 or so in the morning, even as the first few rays of dawn began to break. It might have been 4, it might have been 5 o'clock. To put it frankly, I've never cared about that sort of thing. The handcuffs were tight against my wrist, and they didn't quite burn, not as much as the feeling that remained on my lips as I stared off to where he'd gone. Again, here we fucking are.
Oh, the little gremlin.
The adorable Kit Kat crawled along my shoulder, adorable and, you know, at least kind of killing the mood. But you know what? I appreciated it. It had been a night, and to put it plainly, I was exhausted. There had been the whole thing with the murder. I am not going to do this as eloquently as Alex does, that's fine. So many things had happened in a single night. First, there had been the supposed murder at the zoo, where I encountered my rival and my former friend, Detective Sam's McSams, up to God knows what. As always, he's up to trouble. Thank you so much for the bits. And
that's a lot of bits.
That is a lot of bits. Holy shit, guys.
That's 510 bits.
Oh my god, guys. So yeah, I'd heard something was going on at the zoo, and so I headed down there, and that's when I encountered my rival, Sam's McSams. We'd known each other for a long time now, but as the years went on, he gradually came to ignore the law, whereas I became closer to it. He's never been the type to really follow the rules, and frankly, that's always driven me a little insane. Red tape may be obnoxious, but it exists for a reason, after all. But in spite of that, I have to admit, he has a certain charm about him. So anyway, we were looking after the same murderer, and admittedly, I suppose I could use the help. And so we headed down into the zoo, where we discovered the most tragic of tragedies, a dead saxophone gremlin. Saxophone gremlins, as you know, are a species that exists in Internet City 1920s, 30s, 40s, which is a very different time from future Internet City future. The saxophone gremlins, as you know, are adorable creatures which come from the land of saxophone, which might be somewhere in Kansas. We're not entirely sure.
Definitely Kansas.
Definitely Kansas. At any
That or
rate,
Nebraska.
they all immigrated here to Internet City in the 1800s, and they're adorable, and we love them. They make adorable noises like this. Kit Kat gave an adorable noise as she helped crawl down to help me remove these incredibly obnoxious handcuffs. Thanks, you're adorable. God. So anyway, we discovered this dead saxophone gremlin, and there was only one thing to do: figure out who the killer was. We were taken through a long, arduous journey, first to the No Jazz Speakeasy, where they play swing, which, as you know, is a type of jazz, but everyone insisted that it was not. There was also, we went on a wild goose chase through some oh my god, hallways? What? Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Get it together, Maggie, holy shit. There was a hall... Yes, Kit Kat, I'm losing my mind. I've had very little sleep. Thank you. It's been a long day, and I'm very tired. Anyway, help me draw some boats.
Sure, I'll draw some boats.
So, We went on a wild goose chase through the No Jazz Speakeasy to an alleyway where we all looked appropriately dramatic. At some point, I was forced to don this sexy dress, which looks great on my legs, but does not really feel that comfortable. You can imagine the way things are riding up. I've done a lot of running around. Where do I even hide my gun? I am losing my goddamn mind.
Focus, Maggie.
Focus, Maggie. So there was that. We went to the red light district where we encountered someone who may or may not have been a time traveler. He had an interesting accent. His name was Dr. McGillicuddy something. I don't know. But the point is...
He sounded like a 12-year-old.
He sounded like a 12-year-old, which is really weird given that he looked like an old man with a man bun. Anyway... So we encountered the stranger who informed us that he was actually an acting coach for Saxophone Gremlins. And in fact... that saxophone gremlin was not in fact dead. It had actually just gotten into the acting teacher's pomegranates, because as you know, saxophone gremlins cannot resist pomegranates. So that adorable gremlin had only been in a food coma. But if that was the case, who had reported the murder in the first place? That is when Sam's McSams revealed exactly who was behind this. Times New Roman, a skeleton with legs even longer than mine. And yes, Kit Kat, it was very impressive. And so we rushed off to the docks where the final confrontation took place. We weren't sure what we were going to do. Times New Roman had a Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail, I almost said martini. I am with it.
A martini cocktail that was on fire.
A martini cocktail that was on fire.
The classiest.
The classiest of arson. But fortunately, Sam's McSams, as always, admittedly came prepared. So he called out and summoned all the saxophone gremlins in the city, and they quickly and swiftly brought Times New Roman to justice. It was a rough night, but we made it through. And as Sam's McSams and I bid our farewells, or rather, as I threatened to take him to jail because he'd broken so many laws, again...
Technically, you did too.
That's different. I'm the police voice in the sky. And so...
Corruption!
You know, you might be going a little nuts.
Listen, things haven't been the same since my partner passed. But no,
Right down there.
I can't stand to think... No. I don't have time to think about that right now. Anyway, so as I went to arrest Mr. Sam's McSams, he insisted that I give him a 10-second head start. I owed him that, after all the time we had, after the past we shared, and so I agreed. And then that bastard stole a kiss! Disgusting. It didn't sweep me off my feet at all, and I definitely have not felt more intrigued and super into him in my life. Do you fucking mind, voice in the sky?
Sounds really fucking gay, not gonna lie.
Listen.
My other voice.
And so, now, here I am now, desperately trying to get the cuffs off. I finally managed to pry the key from this sexy dress. God knows where I was hiding it. I really, frankly, do not want to put this down into text. And I tried to break free. Here you go, Kit Kat. I can't quite reach. Kit Kat, could you please just unlock me?
Kit Kat, no, don't go, don't.
Don't listen to the voice in the sky, Kit Kat.
Don't run away. What are you doing?
Kit Kat, what are you doing? Why are you throwing the key into the ocean?
Kit Kat, no!
No, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat would never do that.
Kit Kat quickly realized what it was asked of her because she was very well trained by Sam's.
Exactly.
There must have been a reason that he had left her there, and of course, he wouldn't intentionally leave a woman.
As he's shouting, Kit Kat, why aren't you coming with me?
You can't say what Sam's McSams is saying. Alex is not.
Kit Kat!
Only Alex knows what Sam's McSams is thinking.
I am
Sax
Alex
Gremlin,
tonight.
No, you're not.
Knowing what to do and being very well trained, quickly took the keys into its mouth and curled all the way to the handcuffs. And after a little bit while of struggling, was able to uncuff Maggie with the triumphant
Click, drop. Thank you. I rubbed my wrist, glancing off to where the detective had gone. Well, why aren't you following him then?
The Kit Kat shook its head, just staring. between the handcuffs and her.
No, I
Holy
shouldn't.
shit!
What? What?
That's 5,000
What?
bits.
Thank you, Kyle.
What the fuck? Thank you,
Thank you.
Kyle.
Damn it,
Thank
Kyle.
you for the
Kyle,
$50.
Kyle,
God
please
damn.
feed yourself.
Go get McDonald's or something!
I like how you didn't even look to see if it was Kyle. You just knew it was.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
knew.
no.
I'm like, it must be Kyle.
I was like, wait, no. I have the chat in my hand right now.
So, as Kit Kat gave her explanation, I gazed down at my wrists, rubbing absently at the spot where the cuffs had chafed. Why am I still here? No time to think.
Gremlin shrugged.
No time to think of that. It was time to head home and get some well-needed rest before my shift in. I stopped to glance up at the moon, then gave a sigh. A whole whopping 4 hours. Good. Great.
Couldn't you have gone after him?
You know what?
I won't say I'm in love.
Do you mind?
Chat saying I'm
She
apparently your
won't
imaginary
say
friend.
no, no. You're soon, you're silent.
It's too cliche. I won't say I'm in love.
I'm glad you're having fun scream shouting in the middle of the docks, Maggie.
Oops. Oh no, I clicked out of the Egg.io.
Evidently, I had lost my mind as I was hearing a second narration in my head, quietly voicing all of the questions I'd been asking myself. Frankly,
It's the voice of your dead husband.
What?
What?
Like, you know how some people.
She never
who
married.
lost
What are you
somebody-
talking about?
you know what? I never married. I
Oh,
mean,
you didn't? I
there
thought you
was-
said-
Your dead puppy. It's the voice of your dead puppy.
there was a. Look, listen. I don't have
According
time.
to the chat, I'm apparently just her imaginary friend.
I don't have time to think about this. I don't have
But
time
your
to
name
think.
is.
Which?
Your name isn't Steve.
Well, that's Kristen. This is Maggie.
Ah, yes. Of course.
Maggie is a very
Stefan.
different character, even if she shares my intense anger. Anyway, listen, I don't have time to think about him. I don't have time to think about him either. Anyway, I need to go home. Kit Kat, are you going with him or are you coming with me? You come on, you should sleep. I guess I'll take you back to him in the morning.
Should I save this time?
Kit Kat nods his head vigorously. It clearly didn't want to go home.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's have a girl and saxophone gremlin night. How's that sound? All right.
The gremlin raises
Save the
his
drawing?
hands triumphantly.
Save the let's get the last of that darkness into the background there, like fill that in.
Okay. Fill the darkness.
Yeah,
Fill
yeah.
the
Sorry,
darkness.
I got it.
All right.
Okay.
God, can I just mention how utterly beautiful this looks? Holy shit, that sky! Look at that moon. Did you do that, Steel? Who did that?
The moon was me.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
this all looks really good.
So, Steele, this is what we do. We start narrating a story and then just kind of draw around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. As I
So,
struggle
should I save it
to. Yeah, save it now.
Okay, it's saved.
All right, chat.
He-
So Maggie's heading home, and I think she and Kit Kat. Well, okay. Here's the question: do you guys want to see Maggie and Kit Kat's sweet girls' night / saxophone gremlin story, or should we move on with the actual plot?
What do you want to see, chat?
I know what I want to say.
Could be anything at all.
Oh my god.
Anything at
Okay,
all.
listen. Don't you dare insinuate that about saxophone gremlins.
Maybe
they don't
someone
understand.
shows up in Maggie's
How
apartment with a
fucking
new
dare you
case.
assume that I was
Shut
talking?
up! I am calling out things. Maybe
I was
someone
calling out
shows up
Kristen.
and
Oh, plot.
I swear to God, Phil.
Plot.
Oh, well, actually, somebody said girls' night, and then they were like, yes, yes, yes. I think
Oh.
I think they want to see girls' night.
Yes,
A lot
I
of people are
definitely
saying
want to see
girls'
girls'
night.
night.
All
Both
right.
at the same time.
both at the same
Both
time.
at the same
Kyle
time?
says.
Both at the same time.
All right.
Well, I think since Kyle donated like 5,000 bits, I think we can indulge in both at the same time.
Yes.
We can go into both.
All right. Let's clear everything out, and then.
All right, everything is
we
saved.
will-
Let's clear out our little thingamajiggy. Whoops! I accidentally killed Blaze.
I realize I'm going to forever be just like the voice in your head.
You know what?
You are now canonically insane.
You know what? Maggie's been through some shit.
So
And perhaps we'll
Where are
elaborate
they?
on that in this story. Well, I believe that's a good question. Where are we, folks? I mean, I would assume, you know what? No, we have to say that Maggie goes to her apartment. That would be out of character for her to not go to her apartment. But the question, chat,
So,
what do Maggie and Saxophone Gremlin do on their girls' night in?
Wait, what's this? What's going on?
Apparently they wanted, like, did I misunderstand? They
Just-
wanted...
Oh, I think what they wanted was to like maybe a girls' night to happen inside the apartment.
Yes. Let's start with the scene in the apartment, and then we will see where it moves from there.
Yeah.
I thought they wanted, like, a double scene, like, one where Sam's is doing, and then
Let's do the apartment, and then just leave some space, perhaps at the window, for something to happen.
Oh yeah, there you go. Something's coming in from the window.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have Sam's for this.
We don't have Sam's.
Frozen.
Yeah, there's no Sam's McSam's, guys, so we are gonna have to make do.
Okay.
Wait, we don't need the line. We just need a window or something.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I won't say a
Fuck you, there's no Sam McSam.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, thank
Fuck.
fucking God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hello.
This is Maggie's story today, so you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it.
Great, I was waiting for the perfect moment to hop in, and I heard
Great.
there's no Sam's McSam's.
I mean, if you want to take over for a narration, you can.
I didn't even realize. What?
I'm trying to narrate, but I'm not very good at Noir narration.
It's a delicate art, doll.
It's a delicate art. Well, right now, I
so
guess
confused.
well, you see, Sam's McSam's. I guess, you know what?
I guess we do have Sam's.
Yep, you know what? I guess we're gonna follow Maggie's perspective, and we're gonna see just how fucking insane she is while I really struggle. You know what? I think I'm just gonna narrate this like it's a fucking romance novel instead.
Sounds great.
I mean, it basically is.
Either
isn't
way,
it?
you're narrating.
Great!
She
Alex is
breasted
now a side
brutally up
character.
the stairs.
And titted downwards.
Did it downwards. Yeah,
Everyone
alright.
is praising the Lord of Sexy Voices.
Everyone is praising the Lord of Sexy Voices, as they should.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
My apartment...
Beautiful.
My apartment, as always, is what you would expect for a female police chief in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. Absolute shit. But you know what? Whatever. I got to live where I wanted. I didn't have to deal with anyone or anything. This was good enough, I guess.
Cammy, that's a sofa.
I know. I'm putting the little gremlin on the sofa.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
sofas.
you-
Are you implying sofas didn't exist in the 1920s, 30s, 40s?
Oh no! I thought Cammy was putting the gremlin in between the seat cushions.
I mean,
Yeah.
she could be in between the seat cushions. If we
Burrowing to make her home.
burrowing to make her home.
He burrows.
Anyway, the apartment was as shitty as it always was, an absolute mess if I'm perfectly honest.
With some very nice drapes.
With some very nice
very
drapes.
nice drapes.
I admittedly had some very nice drapes. They were given to me by my mother, whom loves me even if she doesn't entirely appreciate my choice in job. The hand embroidered curtains did come with a helpful note that, you know, I am after all 29 and isn't it about time I settle down? But no. I have no intentions of doing that. Not
That's another
now,
500
not ever.
bits. Thank you
Holy
very much.
shit, thank you.
Okay.
For the bits.
The question
Sounds
is,
like
do
you
the
have
curtains
some,
match the drapes?
Some family
Oh
drama.
my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any family drama. This voice in my head has been an issue for a while, but you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You're telling yourself that.
Anyway, place was shit. Absolute mess. Listen, I was barely here anyway. There was no point in cleaning up a place where I wasn't going to be. My desk is organized. Apartment can be shit. I don't care. I cast my dress on the couch as I went to go change, something that won't be on screen because, frankly, we have standards and we don't want to get demonetized. But for the record,
The standards and practices might not have existed in the 20s, 30s, 40s, but we're following it anyway.
we're following it anyway. I mean, depending on the era, it becomes oh ho ho too risque to show a toilet flushing on screen.
Oh god.
Oh
Jeez,
no!
I was,
Mention
Heavens to
that.
Betsy, is that an elbow? Oh!
Is that an elbow?
Your ankles?
Good heaven! Is that an ankle?
I shrug.
I saw
I
her.
do believe I got a case of the vapors.
I shrugged off.
Stay quiet.
I shrugged off the dress and quickly changed into my nightgown. I tossed it. Well, okay, listen. You shrug off a dress, and then you toss it dramatically onto the couch to properly express your general irritation with the situation, which is something I do often because I'm always irritated.
I know.
Why
Maggie
are you
developed a good
explaining
pitching
this
arm
to
through all this.
You know,
Anyways, go on.
I wish she'd stop talking. Anyway, so I shrugged on my nightgown as Kit Kat settled onto the couch. What a day, huh? I grumbled to myself as I casually removed all of my various police things that were hidden God knows where underneath that dress. Don't worry about it. Alright, what are you thinking? I'd offer you snacks, but I don't have much.
The gremlin just nods happily and pulls out a remaining pomegranate from its lovely pomegranate party with its friends.
It's gonna get all over the couch.
That's gonna get. You know what? Who cares? It's already stained. It doesn't matter.
What? Back question, I get it.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna turn on the lights in this lounge.
Yes, please turn on the lights. I actually bothered to turn on the lights this time since I had guests. It's fine.
Lost in the newspaper.
Okay, the lights are on, and I'm going to return to drawing. What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm just looking at this thing getting built, and I'm like. Apparently, Maggie has like a nice little boat illustration.
I believe that's a painting.
Is it a painting? You know, what can I
She did
say?
it herself.
That's another 100 bits. Thank you
Another
very much.
100 bits.
Yay!
100 bits.
I liked painting when I had time off, which wasn't often. It's hard being the only female police chief in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. Anyway, and so, Kit Kat and I sat down to enjoy our single pomegranate, passing it between ourselves as we proceeded to stain our fingers. Whatever, who cares?
Or should I move her?
No, she's fine where she is. This is a good illustration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
I like this. I really don't get it, to be honest.
You give up? The gremlin cocked its head to the side, curiously.
Why? Why did he just... Why?
Ah,
Do you know this? Did he tell you anything?
the gremlin just continues to eat its pomegranate.
Honestly, you probably know the answer to that already.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
Listen, it's different, okay? It's different since you... It's fine. Well,
You
Why?
quit talking to yourself and go ask him instead.
what would that accomplish?
Answers.
I don't want to know this answer. Okay, whatever, look.
Okay.
Obviously, we're not getting anywhere. You know what, Kit Kat? You enjoy your pomegranate. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to sleep, I guess.
Oh, we should probably have the shading layer for Maggie be over the background, like over the line art for the background layer.
Yeah.
Where's the background layer?
Layer 10 is the background layer.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you for the bits. Another
Oh, that's
500
the- that's
bits.
the,
Oh my gosh.
Kyle, what
Kyle,
the fuck?
please.
Kyle, please.
I was
Also,
thinking
let
it'd be
up-
good to erase some of the parts of the background.
Yeah,
Because
so it's
behind
not
everything.
like-
Okay.
yeah.
I'll just erase some of the parts of the background then.
Yeah, because I don't want it to. I don't want stuff to.
I'm just gonna not touch the canvas.
I don't want to have multiple shading.
Same.
Shading layers. Shading layers.
Yeah, hold on. Could somebody get rid of that door frame?
Yeah.
I got it. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna actually move Maggie's head. Sorry, Cammy, I need to move Maggie's head a bit. It's a little bit too far out.
Yeah, you're fine.
Actually, it's kind of big.
Wall
I'm
clock, too.
gonna redraw it.
I sat here and waited for the world to properly shift around me so I could figure out what was going on. Oh no, and then I
It
lost.
turns out
That
Maggie
might
was.
just be the whiskey.
It turns out Maggie was the Dullahan the whole time.
Wow, what a twist! Actually, whiskey sounds like a great idea. If Kit Kat's gonna have her pomegranate, I guess I'll just go for it. I went for the usual thing I do before I go to bed, which is, of course, a shot of something hard. And then I get to
Good.
bed.
Gotta have that hard drink.
Yep,
Drink.
Hard drank.
that hard drink. And I say it like that, too, which is very attractive.
Oh no, Maggie was literally losing her head.
I just... It's fine. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm going to pretend tonight never happened. If I see him again, I'll punch him in the face. That'll fix the problem, right?
No, that sounds more
The gremlin
destructive than
nods.
anything else.
That sounds like assault and battery.
Listen, it's not assault and battery if he broke the... Oh god, no, we have to have standards. I have to have standards. I can't...
Fuck his standards.
You know what? I'm going to bed. I'm done with this. I'm going to bed. And so she does. Chat, so the question is, what rouses Maggie from her slumber? What action, aside from Kit Kat consuming pomegranates and staining Maggie's already totally wrecked couch? No, I don't. I'm never on it anyway.
Why is the painting the only thing in color?
It's, you know what? There are a few things.
It's the only thing she owns that brings joy to her life.
You know,
Ouch, too real.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's really sad.
It's really sad.
It's fine.
It's really sad.
And also because I'm bad at keeping with the aesthetic.
It's okay, Phil. You did your best, and I'm proud of you.
As I laid down in my bed, I gazed out at the painting the only nice thing in this room that I owned. It reminded me of a nicer time, a simpler time down by the seaside. Back with them, I guess. Back before I really cared about all this.
Ooh, them.
But that was back then. I guess at least I could appreciate having one piece of Leon left. You know, along with the occasional thought of exactly what he'd think of all this. And his occasional sarcastic commentary.
I wonder.
Shut up. Alright, so Maggie lays down and chat, tell me, what happens?
The tear. Hello, darkness, my friend.
Oh shit. Wrong tool.
Maggie was awoken by the sound of a rock hitting her window.
Gunshots outside,
Yes.
says Kara.
A lot of people are saying Sam's coming through the window or knocking on the window or basically Sam's at the window.
I like that this is progressively not becoming a noir thing and this is just becoming a straight up romance novel.
That's really creepy, though.
Yeah, I don't, guys, I mean,
he know where she lives.
I mean, he can do that if you want, guys, but I'm gonna warn you, I don't think this scene is gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
I've seen a couple window shatters.
The window shatters?
I like
You want to go with shattering windows?
Alright.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Window breaks? Okay.
Alright, the window shatters.
Okay.
Let's capture this
So
picture.
let me save the thing for. Should I save the thing, or do you want to finish that landscape?
Save the thing. Can we get rid of the single tear going down Maggie's face?
Yeah.
She doesn't cry. She hasn't cried in a long time.
She's a hard-boiled detective. She doesn't cry.
I cried too many tears to cry new ones.
Okay, the single tear is gone. The thing is saved. Let me upload it to the
I've
thing.
noticed that Maggie is quickly developing into some kind of grizzled action hero, but she's also a woman, which makes for an interesting time.
I love this.
I'm actually really okay with alcoholic, I have some fucking problems that I'm not addressing, Maggie O'Hara.
It's real.
It's
Okay,
very
so
real.
so the window gets smashed, right?
Yes.
I saved the drawing, so you guys can
Okay.
erase it.
Yep.
Alright,
Lit.
Lit.
Okay.
lit.
So the window was. So I woke to the sound of shattering glass. Instantly, I bolted awake, grabbing the pistol from where I keep it, which is of course under my pillow, which is very safe. And immediately I rushed to the window, trying to see what exactly was going on. And tell me, chat, what did I see?
Phoenix says window breaks and someone mentioned an anonymous letter. Maybe it's a brick. A letter on it. I
Ooh,
like
like a
that.
brick holding a letter.
All right, I jumped to my feet, immediately drawing my pistol.
Shot the brick
Then-
6 times.
I didn't do that because Maggie doesn't have that itchy of a trigger finger. She's very careful.
Okay, what I
Only
need,
5 times.
what I need from at least one of you, is since this is a fucking dumb world with skeletons with long legs and fucking gremlins, this is no ordinary messenger brick. This is some
wait.
sentient like Disney style
No,
brick with little hands and
no.
feet
It's still a
No.
carrying a
brick.
letter.
It's still noir.
Oh, was
Not still noir, still noir.
All right, so I jumped.
Wait, where's the brick going? Where's the brick gonna be?
I
Okay,
would say that she's probably crouching down to do that.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's have her crouch down.
crouch.
I jumped up and held out my gun. I guess I said something more dramatic earlier, but the narrative is gone now. As I glanced around, I saw a brick on the ground, and I knelt down to check to see what exactly was on this brick. It was a letter. Of course it was a letter. What else would it be?
That's gonna be very expensive to fix the window.
Yeah, great. I guess I'm just gonna have to cover it up. It's not like I can afford to fix it right now.
Police chief.
It's the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and people are very discriminatory against me.
Right.
Alright, so chat, here's the question. What does the letter say? This is some very nice music. Thank you for the bits!
98 bits. Thank you, miss.
Holy cow.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits.
Every time we do a DMP Noir thing, or I start thinking about it at all, my brain does an obnoxious mixture between I won't say I'm in love from Hercules and also Love You Didn't Do Right By Me from White Christmas, which makes for an interesting mixture.
We got a few interesting things. Phoenix gave a quote, "Meet me in the Internet Garden Stadium, come alone." We got something from Tara saying, "I know who killed your partner."
I do like that one.
That one!
Nice.
Okay, I know who killed your partner and come to the garden alone.
Yes.
Gardens alone. Alright, I gazed down at the letter, my heart racing, brushing a lock of sweat-soaked hair behind my ear. My partner. How long had it been? The trail had gone cold so long ago. This had to be a ruse, right? It had to be. There was no way. But of course, I had to find out. Kit Kat, of course, came over, aroused by the noise. Probably slightly. Is she scared? Is she upset? I don't know what's going on because her expression keeps changing.
Sorry.
Something's always going on with her.
Something's always going on with her. This is a very cute picture of Maggie. Goddamn.
Oh no.
Yeah. Kit Kat is a gremlin of strange and varied expression.
As
There's a lot going on in Kit Kat's life right now.
It's best to just not think about it.
Don't worry about it.
I do my best to not get involved in the affairs of gremlins, and yet here was one in my home once again. Kit Kat pulled at my robe, presumably rather upset. As I waited for her to make noises about how upset she was, but she was being drawn right now.
She seemed to be tugging on the shirt, seeing the emotional reaction that you gave, which is normally not what Maggie does. Therefore, the gremlin was a little bit concerned.
The gremlin is a
Cognizant
cinnamon roll.
thought for a gremlin.
Okay, listen!
Concerned.
How dare you voice in my head that may or may not be related to various things? How dare you be so racist against gremlins? They have so many thoughts and feelings. My thoughts and feelings.
Racism against gremlins is illegal.
It is illegal.
But a voice in my head, as you are dead, there's not much I can say on this topic, I guess.
Once again, you're going a little crazy.
Listen, Kat. Okay, look. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, Kit Kat. This has to be a trap, right? There's no way.
Kit Kat nods vigorously.
Yeah, you're probably right. It would be really stupid to go in, and I'm not like him. I'm not stupid.
You're gonna go in, aren't you?
Well, I can't yet because I have to wait for this apartment to get drawn. It looks very good, and I don't want to ruin it.
Kit Kat gestures towards the landline on the wall, making a small
Oh, the
look
landline.
between
Okay.
the landline and Maggie.
The landmine.
Clearly, it seemed that she wanted Maggie to contact somebody to ensure that she wasn't going to be going in alone.
But the
Landline.
But the thing said to go alone, and what if... But who would I call?
The gremlin just stares.
No, listen, I see what you're getting at, but no.
She gives this little expression like,
Ooh.
Okay, listen, no, listen. There are a number of reasons why I cannot do that. First of all, he just handcuffed me to a railing. Second of all, he just forced a kiss on me, which frankly, no.
This is the 1920s, 30s, 40s.
I mean, it was very it's not that I was into it and it wasn't romantic or anything. That's not the way I feel right now. Third of all, listen, I am a police chief. I can handle myself.
Doesn't he also have a warrant for arrest?
Yeah.
You're right. Also, if I call on him, it's very possible he'll get arrested. If not by me, then someone else.
The gremlin puffs out his chest, seeming to want to go with.
Give me one good reason why I should call him.
The gremlin just kind of stares.
The gremlin's staring at you. They seem to know your obvious feelings that you won't say. I can give you several reasons why it's a good idea to call him. A, back up. B, you need to arrest him at some point in time. C, you want to see him.
I can't.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
But you probably should.
I went for the phone. Okay. With shaking hands, I dialed a number I was far too familiar with for my liking. And then I called.
The phone rang once. Twice. It was then I woke up from my conference with two good friends of mine, Jack Daniels and Sam Adams. Yeah. It rang a third time before my fumbling hand finally grabbed the phone. What I wanted to say was something suave, like Detective Sam's McSam's. What came out of my mouth was...
I love it. I felt like I should say something smart here, something that made sense. Perhaps I should say something insulting. Instead, what came out was, I got a letter.
Slowly, I recognized the voice. The voice of the very angry woman I had left handcuffed to a railing. Honestly, I didn't expect it to delay her that long. She had the key. But,
it was stuck in my dress, you asshole!
It was then that I heard something on the other end of the line. Did she also learn the art of monologuing? Was she talking to herself too?
My God!
Our narrations were starting to meld together. This was getting very concerning.
Yeah, something was terribly wrong.
It was almost as if you two were destined for each other. What?
No!
Alex, I have a question. Does Sam sleep shirtless? Is he dressed right now? Like, in a bed?
He sleeps open vest. Yeah. Like, you know that Mr. Darcy comic where he's like, and I will leave my vest open, where everyone goes, oh, Mr. Darcy, oh, that's how he sleeps.
Oh, but Judge, if you're going to be drawing that, you might want to choose a darker color or a lighter color because you can't see it very well.
Yeah.
Or just like, yeah. I got it.
Or it can just change the color
I
of the
can
back.
just shade it up.
Oh.
I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, the outside of my apartment, in reality, has like this disgusting yellow tint and there's a thunderstorm warning, so if things suddenly go terribly wrong and I drop, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
If that happens, I guess Maggie gets kidnapped, so...
Yay!
I guess, and also that would mean the stream crashes.
Yep, so that means the stream becomes someone else's problem.
Dibs on being Maggie when that happens.
No, you cannot have Maggie.
Sorry,
She's mine.
If that happens.
No.
You're not allowed.
No.
You're not.
But I'd make a really good Maggie.
I'm sorry.
No.
He gets kidnapped by a villain who calls himself the Storm.
Ooh.
Oh god.
That's a good concept.
That's actually very.
Fuck, that sounds
nice.
really
Also
good.
a nice concept, yeah.
Ooh.
Sounds like.
Thank you. Wait, another 1,000 bits? Kyle, oh my god!
Oh my god.
Kyle, please!
He's trying to pay off the storm.
Anyway, so I'd said something about a letter.
Alright. It was then that I finally got some sense of soberness back and asked the two most obvious questions of the night. The first being, Maggie? And the second being, a letter.
Yeah, a letter. Also, by the way, side note, fuck you. Anyway, says they know what happened to my partner. And it says to go to the Internet Remix Gardens alone. Excuse me, the Internet City Gardens. Internet Remix isn't a thing that exists in this universe.
Don't worry about it.
What a dumb name.
What a dumb name. Who'd come up with that?
Exactly.
Losers.
Yeah.
Holy
I paused for a second. Another. I contemplated consulting with Sam Adams about it, but I don't think he would have had much to say. I leaned back in my chair. So you're asking for my help?
I mean...
I'm in. Didn't take much deliberation, honestly. After all the shit I put Maggie through, it was the least I could do. Not that I was doing this to square something away, even if I just knew the girl, probably would have done the same thing. I'm a sucker for dames who lost something dear.
I just be there in case something goes sour.
Will do.
Alright, I'll see you there. Click. Alright, alright there, I did it. That was yeah, you're right, that was incredibly awkward. This was a mistake. You know what? Fuck it, I should call him back and tell him not to come. He would still come.
No, he would still come.
The gremlin yanks on her jacket with a big smile on its face.
Okay, listen, I understand that you're into this. I know you think this is a sweet, adorable, beautiful romance, but it's not happening, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat shakes its head.
I don't love that way anymore.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, stop. Alright, and so I gathered my things. I sure as hell wasn't putting on the sexy dress again, but I also couldn't put on my police captain's uniform. After all, they hadn't helped before. There's no way the police could help me this time either. I'd have to bring out justice myself.
Instead, chat, what is Maggie
What
wearing?
is Maggie wearing?
What is Maggie
Ooh. Oh no.
What is Maggie wearing? Ooh.
Ooh.
As we wait for the chat to respond.
As we wait for the chat to do the anime dress-up mobile game for Maggie.
Rinmaru, manga avatar creator, kawaii desu ne.
God. Stop.
Oh wait,
Just stop.
that's why you're lighting it.
Hello, I'm Maggie O'Hara.
Okay, Xiaomio says a trench coat. Yo Saber says nothing. We are not going to do that.
No.
Casual trench coat. Trench coat seems to be a.
Ooh.
Trench coat seems to be the popular
I'm
one.
super into a trench coat. Let's do a trench
I'm
coat.
super in trench coat.
Trench coat.
Sounds
Definitely.
great.
So as you were saying,
So let's
Kristen, or
just
should I?
finish this one up.
I grabbed my trench coat, which I hadn't worn since back then, but you know what? It'd do for this. Pulled on the trench coat, pulled my hair back. Nothing special. I just needed it out of the way, except for those bangs, which of course needed to look incredibly cool because, you know, what's a cool hero story without some billowing dramatic bangs? And I grabbed my pistol.
Grab my pistol.
Grabbed my pistol. I'm just thinking, I'm like, would she take anything else? I feel like she's always so, like, absurdly prepared. But not
Maggie.
The forget me stick.
the forget-me-stick, you know, like you do. I grabbed my forget-me-stick, and, think I'm ready to go. Alright, Kit Kat. No, you should stay here. No, I need you to be safe. You stay here. Which, of course, Kit Kat will not do, but, you know. Spoilers right now, chat. Kit Kat is definitely coming.
Kit Kat's super coming.
Kit Kat's super coming. No, you stay here, I said, as I set Kit Kat back on the couch. Listen, well, okay, I don't have plenty of pomegranates. Pause. There's probably something in the fridge, maybe.
Alright, bye.
Okay, I'll be back, don't worry. And, I'll probably keep Sam safe too, I guess.
Is that Juno? Is that it? Look, is the anatomy okay with him? Like,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Look,
Are you sure?
he's doing good.
That looks
You're doing
fine.
good. That
Alright,
looks great.
I took a deep breath, and then I headed out the door. I was off to
Okay.
find the truth.
So should I save it?
Yep, let's save
let's
it, and then
save it.
actually we're gonna go on break. So,
Yeah, it's already been like a
Great
freaking hour. Holy
yeah, it's
cow.
been an hour. You know what? Artventure Noir goes fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
move quick.
So yeah, we will be right back, chat.
We're good to go.
And we are back.
We are back.
Okay, welcome back, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Artventure Noir Part 2. I don't know, eventually we'll give this thing a name.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
This time it's personal.
Alright. So first of all, we know that Maggie and Sam's are both heading off to the internet garden. I assume, of course, they don't actually go to the garden together because they're both not dumbasses.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that might be important. Alright, so, here's a question. We didn't actually have them discuss where to meet. I think they both know instinctively after their years of knowing each other. But my question to you, chat, is where do Maggie and Sam's McSams usually meet? As we wait. There was so much singing of I won't say I am in love. I'm in love, and here we are. Here's my life.
This is your life. You play a murder game and then you narrate about a detective who may or may not be a student today.
She's.
Says we're quiet.
We're quiet again.
Why are we quiet?
Don't
The
do it
guy-
full blast. That should do it. That should be fine.
Okay. I guess let us know, chat, if we're quiet again.
Yeah, if we're quiet or loud or whatever, it's your job, chat, to let us know if our volume's fucked.
Yep. We're good at our jobs.
Oh, you're looking for the things. Oh, we'll decide.
Phoenix Grass, it says there's a guy in a trench coat hidden in the shadows, played by Phil, also a bar.
I mean, also a great idea. I like that, but we do need still a setting.
Yeah, they say a bar. We're seeing a bar a few times.
Alright, well, a bar it is, I guess.
Another bar. Okay.
What's the name of the bar?
Yeah, what's
Not the No Jazz Club because we already have
well, of course, not the No Jazz Club. We have standards.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Get it
Also,
together.
we may have caused a riot there the last time.
Yeah, you know, they probably don't want us back. Whoops.
They're also
Yeah.
pretty culty.
You have to wait at least
I
a
really
week
like
before you go.
place.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm grabbing a charger.
Oh, okay. The Fat Rat, the Dial-Up, the No Swing Club, Too Much,
No Swing Club.
the Zazzy Cat. Ooh.
Alright,
I like the Zazzy
I
Cat.
will say, the No Jazz Club has always been very culty, but the No Swing Club has a lot better cocktails.
That's true, but I really like the Zazzy Cat, so I think that's
Yeah.
the one we're gonna go
You
with.
would like the
Also,
Zazzy
I
Cat.
appreciate that Fiery Grog Tavern.
The fight.
The Fiery Grog Tavern.
Hey, Team Fallen.
Yay!
Stop
Yeah.
infecting our streams, dang it.
As the
Quick,
streams
Jojo, I
continue-
need you to sneeze a few times.
Oh no, that's very cute. Okay, so I approached the usual place, the Zazzy Cat, which is of course open most hours and generally Zazzy. What does Zazzy mean? Who knows?
It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I entered the bar as I usually did and went up to the counter. Hey, guess what? This means we get to have a bartender. Who wants to be the bartender?
Phil.
Phil, you're
Oh,
the bartender now.
Phil's the bartender.
Oh boy.
Phil, I'm just
Hey
gonna
there,
say you're gonna
Dollface.
be like
Can I get you
most...
something to drink?
Ooh.
You know better.
Not strong.
You know better than to call me Dollface. Give me the usual.
You got it.
Thanks.
And what is the usual?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Does the Hank mean a follow?
The usual, yeah? Who are you?
I come
Okay, thank
here
you for the
all
follow.
the fucking time. We've established in canon that she comes here all the
200
time.
milliliters of pure absinthe.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you just need to be wearing something a bit more sexy.
Chat, what is her usual?
Yeah. What is?
What is her usual, chat?
I don't know why I'd ask why am I putting this in everyone's power, but I don't fucking drink, so I don't
Frog
know.
leg martini. I like the sound of that.
That sounds terrible. Please no. No!
Yeah,
A
grenadine.
frog leg martini coming up.
No, that's not what I want!
Would
You
you
just go
prefer
outside, grabs a toad.
Atlas says an old-fashioned.
An old-fashioned is good. Alright, let's go with that.
Here you go, dollface.
Oh no.
Freshly squeezed toad.
You know what?
With like a garnishing of frog spawn on top.
Ew, no!
Wow.
I'm going to go talk to the other bartender who isn't the worst. Bye.
Oh, your taste
Hey there,
really-
dollface. Sorry, my twin brother's an asshole.
You want that Bloody Mary?
It's fine. You know, it's...
Yeah, after the usual. Sorry, he's new.
Yes, yes, the usual, thank you.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Well, like a... Well, what did we discuss those?
It was an old-fashioned. That's what
Old-fashioned.
Atlas said, and I like that. That sounds
Slides,
like a
like casually slides an old-fashioned across the bar
Thanks.
in the hopes that you catch it.
Of course, she naturally does, of course.
Almost.
One might say it's a terrible idea to go into this sort of situation drunk, but frankly, I don't see any other way to do it.
Well, it's still a terrible way to go about it. Oh,
Sans
alright,
is
you're not
drunk
gonna listen to
too.
me.
Well, as if you haven't made plenty of reckless decisions.
Uh-huh.
And so I waited.
I also waited. It appeared only my torso had shown up.
It's not done yet!
Would we please get Toad out
why
of
is
the
there
picture?
Toad?
Yeah, why is so?
I don't know why that was a screaming mushroom man in the way of my torso.
Thank
but
you
he
for
got
the
squeezed.
bits!
Thank
Kyle,
you for the bits.
please!
Thank you for the
I'll
bits.
eat food.
Because the bartender squeezed
We're waiting
the
for a
toad.
sign. We're waiting for a signal. Anything. Best. A laugh. A particular voice. Anything.
Why does the bartender look like Scott?
Why not?
Why not?
Get in here.
Voiced by Phil, looks like Scott.
There we go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
add
that's-
it.
hold on,
No,
that's a
it's not
terrifying
I
thought.
love him!
The only way to change from Scott to Phil is a beard.
I am inexplicably
Glasses
offended.
too. Glasses too.
Oh no, I love him.
Oh, he's straight up Phil now.
He's just
God.
Phil.
Name. Can I have him?
Scott was the first guy, this one's Phil.
Guys, what's
Oh.
chat? What's the name? Actually, no, he's just Phil the bartender.
He's just
Phil the
Phil.
bartender. It's just Phil.
Phil the
It's
bartender.
just, it's just me. It's not even a noir version. I'm just there inexplicably.
Right there.
Yep, he's just there.
The entertainment was lovely tonight. We had gotten someone to sing some slow jazz. It seemed to be a duet of some sort. A man in a mask and a a man in a mask and another man seemed to be singing a duet together.
Oh goodness, that
Seemed to
sounds
be very
horrible.
popular.
It was very
Oh, no.
popular. Alright, so I sat
Y'all
there
know
and I
what
waited, nursing my drink like you do.
Y'all know what I'm heckin' talking
I
about.
arrived at the
Come
Zazzing Cat, our usual spot since back in high school when we all forged fake IDs, because that was the hip thing to do in the 1910s, zeros, 1890s. Don't worry about it.
How old are we? Fuck if I know.
Don't worry about
I
it.
think you were 29.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's
I think
right,
you said-
that's right. I cannonly said Maggie's 29.
You cannonly said 29. That is correct. Alright. Yeah. I always loved the... What was it up at the top? I always loved the blue coconut daiquiris from this place, but luckily, I already had a head start on getting shit-faced. I went in.
Of course.
I went in, and as usual, Maggie was there before me. Probably by at least 5 minutes.
I don't know what it was about me and being fashionably late, but I love being fashionably late. For
It wasn't
everything.
even intentionally late, I just happened to be there, possibly because of my drinking problem.
It's a trait we share.
Indeed. Alright. Yeah. Even though there were plenty of open seats, I knew the drill. I took the seat next to Maggie, turned to the bartender, the very sexily bearded bartender, and said, the usual.
Coming up.
Did
The
you,
frog leg martini.
Frog leg martini.
what's
Extra.
Sam's McSam's drinking, folks?
Sans literally just drinks a bottle of, like, not a bottle,
Yeah. Keep in mind, Sans McSams is much less discerning about his alcohol than Maggie.
Yeah. I'm imagining that, like, he just walks in, says the usual, and they just give him whatever.
Just get him, literally.
And he'll just drink it. It's alcohol. This is alcohol, right? Yeah, of course it is.
It's just whatever happens to be closest to the bartender at the time.
Like, and then he just, like, he just fucking downs the entire, just downs the bottle, and Maggie just gives him the most disgusted, have you no sense of taste, have you no standards expressions while she nurses, like, this extremely expensive whiskey.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that the bartender brings out a full gallon of milk in a carton.
Nice.
Oh my god.
The bartender clearly knew that he was already shit-faced. He was not about to give this man more alcohol than he needed.
I wasn't sure exactly what the combination of a lot of dairy and alcohol would do to you. I actually don't know. Alex saying I don't know.
Phil.
I did not care, and I started chugging that fucking gallon of milk.
Wait, hold on, Phil. I need you to do something with that gallon of milk. I need you to empty out at least half of it, and then just pour, like, as much vodka in there.
Oh god! This is gonna kill This is the worst. I don't even drink it. This is the worst drink I've
White
ever.
Russian you've ever seen.
That hurts more.
There we go.
Thank
White Russian.
you for
That's
the
what it's
bits.
called.
There you go. White
Thank you for the
Russian.
bits.
That works.
I said White Russian.
Okay, I'm sorry we didn't
Jojo.
hear you,
I don't know
Jojo.
about that
Thank you.
child.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe they're a really big fan of The Big Lebowski. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so Sam sits down, also gets the usual, which is whatever the fuck.
That
Which
works.
today is the biggest White Russian.
Maggie, I watched Sam's usual mess being mixed.
So are we gonna get drunk every week on Team Murder streams now?
I mean,
Yes.
No.
it takes a lot for Maggie to get shit faced. She's fine.
And not that much for Sam.
No.
He's a bit of a light.
Sans McSams has learned to operate on every level of shit-faced, so
Yeah,
like, no matter how much he drinks, he is still competent at his job.
Mm-hmm. So, why? Maggie watches the drink before. Why?
Is that really?
Well,
a
because
question?
this obviously happened to be what was closest.
Fair. Did you sleep?
Did I look like it?
No. And then Maggie promptly just elbows him really hard in the ribs.
You know, if my body was not filled with so much alcohol, I probably would have felt that a lot more than I did. It still hurts.
Good. Okay.
In my defense, if I didn't kiss you, you would have noticed the handprints.
Ooh.
How?
That's not very good of a defense.
How is that a defense?
It's not. I didn't say it was a good defense.
There you go. You know, you're not being too polite in conversation. You did ask him to come out. Say something, Jesus.
I'm working on it.
So what's the plan?
There he goes.
Well, I'd say go in there guns blazing, but that's usually how I do it, more than you, actually.
Yeah, I don't have a gun, so. You might remember this when you stripped me of my gun and my badge.
I mean, was I wrong?
You know, in some ways, yeah.
In some, I guess we were both.
Drew the blush.
Who the fuck drew the blush?
Probably Phil. Phil is the only one who does color anymore.
I'm.
Now we know if anyone uses color, it's Phil.
It's Phil.
I could feel my face heating up, and I told myself it was definitely the alcohol and nothing else.
You've had two
That's
steps.
definitely.
But she was lying to herself.
Okay, stop! No, no, you're killing.
No,
Stop!
Stop.
Yeah.
She's a hardcore cop. Listen.
I'm a hardcore cop.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled.
I guess we were both.
Sir.
Anyway, as I was saying with my dramatic narration before, for some reason, my face became bright red and then promptly stopped. as I try to get back to where the fuck my brain was going. Which, to be fair, is quite hard, as I admittedly have drank a lot in the past 45 minutes.
We were talking about a plan, and I was talking about how I don't have a gun.
Well, you shouldn't. I don't know. I don't even know what this could be, which isn't very helpful to the situation.
You mean besides the trap?
Yes, I mean besides an obvious trap. Why would this come up now? It's been years. I don't understand.
The world works in mysterious ways.
Great.
Like I can't tell you how many cold cases I have on my desk.
Kind of fucking philosopher over here.
Oh my god, shut up.
You know, normally that happens way later into the night, you telling me to shut up.
That's not you I'm talking to.
Why are you telling the Phil to shut up? He's a nice bartender.
You know, I'm just trying to do my job.
Listen, stop, listen. It's been a really long night. I am so tired. We are drinking at 5 in the morning, if our timeline is correct. It's really getting closer to... Apparently, this meeting is taking place at dawn. Do we sleep? Who knows? Probably not.
Probably not. I've been running
also
ragged.
eating popcorn while watching this whole thing go down.
Well, I mean, let's see here. What do we know? Let's try going back to what we remember.
It seems that the handwriting.
Actually, here's a good question. This is a good.
The letters seem to be very elegant.
Here's a good. The handwriting was very elegant. That's a good start. Chat. What do we know from what happened to Maggie's partner? As we wait. Given that it's been many years and we've both been very drunk very often since.
Yep.
It's fine. God, this is looking so fucking good, guys.
I know, right?
Very pretty.
God damn, you guys are so good.
I'm gonna put sequins on the couch and on the drape.
Nice.
We go to, you see, Maggie and McSams go to classy bars, or rather, they go to classy bars when Maggie wants to go to a bar.
Yeah, when Maggie wants to go to a bar, she usually goes alone and doesn't invite McSams.
No, it's clear that Maggie had more taste than me.
We
People are
have,
saying, like,
guys, hey.
People are saying stuff like it was a setup, a bad tip on a case you were working on. Maggie's partner was shot dead. Routine beat. House fire. Getting shot.
Ooh.
Getting shot. Drive-by a gang of long-legged skeletons.
Sarah says Leon was running off to be a hero, ended up getting shot.
I like the idea of the... I like the idea of the fire, but the problem is why the fuck wasn't... Actually, to be fair, if the fire department was there, Leon would have run in anyway, because he's an idiot.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm just telling it like it is, sweetie.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying shot, though.
Alright.
Ooh, Tara says shot protecting Maggie.
Oh no! That's weird.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Great, I'm glad.
Then wouldn't Maggie see who? Well, no, he could have cloaked. They could have cloaked themselves.
Yeah. Well, it was a routine job. He was being stupid. You were being stupid. I was slightly less stupid.
That is not how I remember it.
Really? How do you remember it then? Enlighten me.
I remember a fresh-faced rookie cop who was eager to kick some ass and take names, and that is what got you into trouble. Got you into the middle of a firefight. We took out most of them, but we missed one. He fired at you. Leon saw him in time. That's when we lost him.
Am I the only one that cut out?
Feelings.
What?
Did that cut out for you too?
No, that didn't cut out for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we heard it.
Yeah.
I heard nothing.
Well, that's a
That
shame,
seems to be a
because...
personal problem.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you would say about the fact that apparently you were shot trying to protect a young, very fiery Maggie.
Sounds about right.
Then why bother?
We should probably show the chat what they're talking about. We should probably draw the flashback scene.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is going to be really sad!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, let's
sad.
do it.
You narrate a show about murder every other week.
Steel,
Listen!
You can draw Leon.
Getting.
I
We don't know. That's the fun. Okay, save this and then let's go.
Did we already save it?
Now, yeah, I saved it.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Now, chat, where did this aforementioned crime take
I
place?
guess
Where
now
did
that
the
we're
movie
having
take
a
place?
flashback, here's the thing. Are we just narrating over the flashback? What is the plan for this?
Let's narrate the flashback. Let's take him in the field.
We're doing a full movie style flashback. Well, I guess you
It seems the one was still fresh for Maggie, because it seemed like that
Atlas
action
is saying
scene
there's no
replayed
music in
her
the
mind.
stream.
There's no music in the stream? Oh,
I think the playlist was done.
oh, the playlist is done. Do I just start back at the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why you have it shuffle infinitely.
Well,
So people are saying like they want it to happen at the docks, or like somewhere related to the docks, like somewhere related to the ocean.
well, as it always takes place at the docks.
But they're always saying it in an alleyway, alley in the dark of the night behind a theater.
Right behind the theater. Yes,
So
let's go.
specific.
We're
No,
going
I
to
don't
straight
like it.
Batman, aren't we?
Straight
We're also
Batman.
getting that it's a firefight, so probably a street.
Yeah.
I
down
like
the street.
alleyway behind a theater.
So a firefight behind a theater.
They thought they had cleared the rest of the street. It seemed like the last man wasn't even in the street. He was waiting for the right time, the opportune time, to take his shot.
What?
I mean, that's good, but I haven't led into the narration yet, so.
Yeah.
I told myself I'd forgotten this. I wanted to forget it, but of course, as soon as Sam's brought it up again, the memories came flooding back, very literally, to the point where it felt like I was actually there again, like some kind of weird flashback or something. Should this be that they went to a play? Chat, were we going to a play or were we investigating something?
You said it was a routine.
Investigating the play.
That's right, we were investigating the play. It was a routine job. It was a routine job, a musical gone wrong, some sort of cover-up, some actors, some egos getting a little too big. But finally, I felt like we'd solved it. The cuffs were out, the various actors were being led away, all those costumes, so much blood. There'd been a
So much pain.
No, boo! There'd been a
Someone did a crime again.
Somebody did a crime again.
Hey, chat, donate bits to make me smack Juno.
Please.
And if you don't donate enough bits, I'll do it anyway.
There'd been a fight on the catwalks, of course, and of course I'd sprained my ankle chasing after the perp.
Oh, sprained ankle, got it.
Yep, she's got a sprained ankle. And so we sat waiting for things to settle down and for all the paperwork we'd inevitably have to do. Leon, how do you feel about the situation in this time when you were alive?
Wow. What a transition.
Listen, I am trying. It's been a very
got
long
the
day.
bits.
Thank you for the
Okay.
bits.
500 bits.
Smack me.
I guess you have to
time.
slap.
Alright, smack him.
Butt kicking time.
Look, slapping time.
Guys,
Alex, you gotta do it. Smack
you
him.
gotta smack him.
I was doing the smacking sound. Y'all were yelling over me.
Yeah, he
Alright,
was smacking
Do
me.
it again. Make it.
Silence.
We have to witness Juno's punishment here.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Ah,
I
Jesus, dude.
I deserve that.
Fuck.
Oh
God, that was
Fuck,
horrifying.
man. That was.
Oh God,
God.
is that gonna bruise?
no! Oh
Oh,
That hurt.
Jesus.
His entire face is turning purple.
Oh, God,
Oh my
Juno.
god!
What did you do, Alex?
Juno
Juno.
was T. Hanos the whole time!
Oh my God! Stop hitting him! You're making him more purple.
Now that's a backstory right there. I've never heard of it. Backstory.
Oh, my God.
Perfectly balanced as all things.
What are you doing, Steel?
Still strong.
Juno getting
Oh my god, Steel's John the Sack!
Why does Alex's hand look like one of those like slime hands.
Thank you, steal from my life.
Someone please take a picture of that before we get back to this very serious scene.
Yeah, save. I'll save. I'm dying.
I can't breathe.
I was saying, not gonna lie, Alex just looks like a version of Saitama with hair, and I love it.
I
The
love it
rumor
so
comes
much.
One punch!
The rumor come out does Alex who's One Punch Man.
Amazing.
One slap.
One slap.
What's up?
One smack!
It's One Punch Man with a
Da,
toupee.
da, 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 da. Oh my god.
Amazing. Well,
Fuck. Let's capture this.
let's
first.
capture this beauty before we deal with the fact that,
Captured.
Yes,
captured.
alright.
It's
Yes,
captured.
alright, excellent.
Alright, get rid of
Okay, get rid of it. I'm sorry, we have to get rid of your beauty still.
Alright, so let's see. Where did we leave off?
This is Thanos' backstory.
Okay, so we had just finished with this whole, like, theater, routine
Right.
thing.
We had a call about something
Um,
going on at the theater.
You know, that some egos got out of hand. You know, some of the background characters who have one line may or may not have wanted to be the main players and take the stage for themselves. It was pretty intense. I just finished chasing them down some catwalks, may or may not have twisted my ankle. Which apparently is the moment that we're dealing with here as opposed to when Leon dies, but...
Why can't they be the same moment?
He was getting shot right now.
Oh, okay, that's what's happening right now? Okay, I guess I'm going back. Even further.
Oh shit, this is what's happening right now? This is what we're going over?
That's what I thought was happening.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. I thought we were
too.
flashing back to the moment when Leon got fucking dead.
I was leading into them having a fight in the alleyway, but catwalks are much more dramatic. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I've had a very long day.
It's okay, Chris.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's okay.
mean-
I couldn't deal with that much real life split. You're a damn hero.
Oh,
He has-
there's the blood.
He's been this is very upsetting to me, and how dare you.
I'm so sorry. But just look at his face.
I'm not sorry.
You'll be happy.
It was a standard thing, really. A musical gone wrong, egos getting out of hands, some unfortunate background character number 3 getting sick of having only one line. He was determined to take the stage, even if that meant it was covered in blood. Naturally, a chase had ended up on the catwalks, with us running along them. Really, it was my fault. I can admit that. I antagonized him too much. I thought that was the way to go. I don't know, I thought I could take him. Then it was just us on the catwalks. Just running. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a way to lead into this scene. Someone help me.
I can put it on the catwalks if you want.
We're hot-headed. Sam was right about you. You thought you could run in and be the big old hero. Something out of the stories. Honestly, it was endearing. It was nice to see a fresh face like that. Someone that determined for it. Especially someone in your position in the 1920s, 30s, 40s.
Does his hairstyle look familiar, Kristen?
Do you fucking mind?
Wow.
Rude!
So, of course,
Of course.
when we hear about a small little dispute going on in a theater, I am, of course, picked for it, and you, of course, run up to me wanting to go. I can't turn you away. You were so excited. So, we got in the squad car, we showed up, and we walked in. It was on stage. Honestly, they were shouting and screaming so much, it took a moment for me to realize that wasn't the actual play.
How many plays have you been to?
A lot where there was drama.
Oh. The theater, you're gonna have drama.
So we walk up, they're shouting back and forth, and we approach the stage. we've been told to escort them out. And one of them, particularly dressed up as a cowboy, it seems.
It was a western. It was a western musical. It was a western musical.
West Side Story.
West Side,
West Side
guys.
Story takes place in New York.
Yeah.
Listen, I know.
It has to do with
That was
gangs.
the joke.
West.
Hey,
That's
also,
the joke.
where was Sam's McSams?
Was he there? Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
He was
He's
there.
there.
Okay, I'll draw him like.
So the question is, where was Sam's McSams in this?
Leon and Sam's were partners.
Oh, I see. So Maggie just kind of jumped in. Oh, she was a rookie. I see.
You were a rookie. You were training with us.
I wanted to go. I thought I could handle it.
You were our friend. It was nice.
Listen, just because I'm a few years younger doesn't mean I can't take it just as hard as you two can. I can fight him. I can handle it. I'm the best. I was the best at the academy. I'll have you know. Best shot.
Yeah, I'm sure, but that doesn't mean anything when you're trying to settle a dispute. Whereas
I say give her a chance.
all right.
Thanks, Sam's. Yeah.
Of course.
See.
We could always use more bright-eyed, eager, hot-headed young. Sorry, I'm gonna start over.
That didn't happen. Yes.
That did not happen.
That
did
didn't
not
happen. That didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. We could always use some more bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young women on the force. Who knows? Might even make Chief one day.
The first.
We'll see.
Hey,
Just try not to lose your head on this.
I won't. I promise.
Promise?
Yes, I promise. Listen, I can handle it. I know I can. I know I can.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get in the car.
All right.
I call shotgun.
All right. So,
Like I said, once we got there, there was the...
hey, wait, chat. What was the name of the Western play?
What was the name of the Western play?
It's a very good question. This music is very happy. I feel like we need some different music that isn't. All right, good plan.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Which is an actual play, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
You are correct.
I forgot about
Oklahoma, which I believe was not written until the late 40s, but whatever.
It's
That's
fine.
fine.
19, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, but also
It was an early version of Oklahoma. It's not yet tested. Anyways. We get there, and we see some man dressed up as a cowboy and another one dressed up as a farm boy shouting back and forth, both being held back. Now, of course, we all approach up, and we start talking to them, trying to get them to calm down. Ain't that right, Sams?
We do indeed. Then they start explaining it's part of a song that's in this musical called Oklahoma. The rancher and the cowman should be friends, only they don't look too friendly to me.
They don't. They definitely do not.
This is an actual fucking song that's in the musical Oklahoma.
I know it's in the actual fucking song. What I'm saying is the second we approach and they let go of their two friends there, the rancher and the farm boy, the rancher runs up and decks the farm boy in the face, and so on
and
so
I
forth.
couldn't let that happen. It wasn't right. So I went after him.
So our rookie immediately pulled a gun.
There was violence. I had to stop it.
That's not how you do it. There were so many people surrounding them. We could have easily gone up on stage and dragged them apart. And you pulled a gun, shouting back away. Like I said, you were hot-headed. You were new. It's fine. We make mistakes. What we didn't really account for is the cowboy also having one. Turns out they didn't carry actual props. Just real items.
This was back before the Union, so every gun was real.
Every gun was real, and also because this was a western, the actual sand on the stage made it very difficult to run. Fuck sand.
The second you pulled a gun, the rancher panicked. Shot the farm boy in the stomach and ran. firing back at us.
And I chased after him. That was the only thing to do.
I told Sam to stay back and make sure that the farm boy was okay. And I ran after you.
The catwalk underneath Sam's as well.
Yeah, he needs. I'm like, so is Sam's
also,
floating
yeah,
in
he
the
needs a
air?
catwalk.
It turns out I had the power of levitation.
It was his other secret power.
No, what happened, y'all, is that he got caught on a rope. He, like, got pulled up on a rope by one of the people.
That's brilliant.
There was only one person.
There was another person, because it turns out this was a double job here.
There was another shooter on the grassy knoll set.
Yes.
God. Gotta always check the grassy knoll, Sam. I told you 1,000 times.
I thought it was just a set, not an actual knoll, but it turns out it still counted. Who knew?
Oh my god.
So as we ran up to chase after the cowboy, yeah, I found Maggie had twisted her ankle and fallen down. And of course, the cowboy was nowhere to be seen. Funny that, considering we were up on a catwalk with no walls anywhere. It was just very dark, and he was wearing very dark clothing.
Listen, I've got this. It's fine. I'll find him. You just keep an eye out.
You need to sit down and relax.
No, I've got this. I swear I've got it. Listen, he can't have gone far, right? All we have to do is catch him, and everything will be fine. I've got this.
And that's when I heard it.
Heard the man shout from behind us. All I could hear was, "You stupid bitch," and I turned around. There he was, aiming directly at Maggie.
I panicked. I'd never been in this before. I couldn't. It was
I knew what was gonna happen. Ain't no way to stop it. The man already had his finger on the trigger. The thing was clearly cocked. 2 seconds to react. I jumped in the way.
No, stop, don't, no! I caught you. Not that means much, but I caught you. I don't know what happened to the cowboy, I think.
He got shot.
I think Sam's got him.
I look back, I see the man on the ground. And I look over and I see Sam's hanging on a fucking bunch of ropes. I laughed. It was a funny situation.
Stop laughing, stop.
I had the best aim in the academy. Thought I wasn't fast enough.
Stop. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
Nah, that one got me dead in the chest.
No.
I knew what had to be done. I called it in. Officer down. And the watch.
No. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
Hey.
What? I'm sorry, Leon. I'm sorry.
Calm down. It happens.
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't have happened.
Shh. I'm leaving it up to you two now.
Okay.
Remember, might be police chief one day.
No. Okay.
Take care of her, Sams. She's gonna need the help.
Don't I always? It's okay.
We should take a picture. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh my god, my freaking heart! You guys are so good! No!
I don't know. You guys could have sounded a little bit more dead.
Who's cutting onions?
Who's cutting
Are we done with the picture?
I don't know if we want to add anything else to fucking Sam's
I'm
mix.
actually very proud.
This looks good. I like this. God, poor fucking Leon. Jesus.
Rip Leon.
Rip Leon.
He was a very
He
good
has the
Riff
same
Leon.
haircut as Vincent.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah, we know.
I love you,
we
Kristen.
saw.
I don't. I like it.
I love you guys.
Jesus, I started
Okay.
tearing up. Fuck.
Aw.
Me too.
I am
Alright.
too. Are you kidding me?
Picture saved. It's going to be going. The picture saved.
I freaking love Tara too. This is my fault, Art.
Now, yep, this one's going in the
500.
It's high noon!
This is going to be my fault.
Kyle, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a new.
Alright.
I'm not Darby. I miss Darby.
We all miss Darby.
When will our Darby come back from the war?
When will he come back from the war?
As soon as
Darby,
he's done,
can you
as soon as he finishes up his job with the Metal Gear.
Oh right, he was Snake last time we saw him.
Right, exactly. Okay, so this is saved, right?
Yeah, it's saved.
Yes.
Well, I'd say we could go back to the bar, but that seems kind of silly.
Yeah.
I
Don't
finished.
think we need to.
Yeah. I finished my drink and I you know gave the glass back to bartender Phil. Thank you.
Bartender Phil had unfortunately fallen into the void of no internet. It happens
Alas,
to the best of us.
it does happen to the best of us, especially
It
here in
was getting
Internet
pretty
City.
late.
Thanks.
It was getting pretty late. It was 5 o'clock last year. Saw him. I guess the sleep took him.
I mean, technically, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the sense that it is now 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I said as I stood. We know what happened. You know what happened. Why am I getting a letter about Leon now?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, I guess if we've got nothing to go on, the only thing to do is to go.
Yeah.
Alright,
Only thing I've got's a theory.
what's your theory?
I shot the one guy. There was another. The one who got me in the ropes. Never found him.
Right. Well, if I can't get one of them, I can at least get the other one. Alright, let's go. Alright, and off we go to Internet Garden.
Okay.
I don't know where Saxophone Gremlin is.
Well, certainly not in the flashback.
Certainly
She's
not
in the trench coat. She's wearing a trench coat.
She's hiding in the. That's right. She's hiding in the trench coat, even though Maggie didn't notice.
We left her at home.
We,
Saxophone Gremlin rolled a natural 20 on stealth.
yes.
I
All
was
right.
gonna say Saxophone Gremlin like
Let's
was
clear.
clinging onto the back of the trench coat.
Yeah, that sounds adorable.
And
Let's
then,
do that.
and then as she entered the bar, the Gremlin like crawled away and like hid,
All right. So
that it wouldn't be spotted.
let's clear this out so we can head to
Clear it
the
out.
Internet Garden.
Clear out the sad flashback. We
Clear
got a
out
drama.
the sad flashback. We're.
We got a drama.
Shut up. I tried a little bit.
Whose background?
Yeah, whose
Oh,
background
that's me.
is
Sorry
still...
about that.
As it floats, as we float there with this half-finished set.
Uh-huh.
We T-pose over there.
We T-pose over there.
We hover over
have
there in
gained
the
the
T-pose
power
position
of
to
God.
assert dominance.
Where is your god now?
Maggie, what are you doing?
I'm asserting dominance.
Kiss close, bitch!
Yeah. And in that moment we realized, that kind of looks a little like Atlas.
It is Atlas!
Alright, so we headed to Internet Garden. The sun was rising. Blood red, of course, just to be fucking dramatic.
Well, hold on. Let me make a nice dramatic background for
We're
this.
gonna have the sun for once?
Yeah, because it's currently 5 a.m., so the sun is finally rising. But of course, there are still very dramatic, dynamic shadows, like you do.
You know what we can do? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No matter what the weather, there were always shadows in Internet City.
Always.
Always.
Constantly.
100%. It's kind of
There's
bad.
never much shadows.
Let's do like a back shot of the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, you gotta have a dramatic backshot. Very important. First of all, folks, what exactly is Internet Gardens known for? Is this a lovely, like, forest? Is this like a flower thing? I'm not feeling this.
They kept saying it was a stadium.
Stadium? It's a stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, Internet
It's a
Garden
stadium, yeah.
Wait, Internet Garden's a stadium? Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, I
definitely.
think everyone was trying to say boxing ring, and that was the name they had for the boxing ring.
Oh. Wow, I totally missed that memo.
You
Oh.
didn't hear me say stadium the first time.
I'm sorry, I missed you saying stadium.
I can't believe you.
I know, I'm just the
It has
worst.
excellent Wi-Fi.
It has excellent Wi-Fi.
It
What's
has
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi trees.
What are Wi-Fi?
Trees made of Wi-Fi.
And then as soon as I get this
AT&T,
trench
here's
coat
your
on,
idea.
You gotta get the trench coat on, Maggie.
hold on, I gotta make her bigger.
They say it's a baseball stadium.
Baseball stadium.
I have,
Yeah.
I have to BRB, actually. This is your
Okay.
job now.
What?
We'll draw the stadium in the meantime.
It's your job.
Maggie,
What the fuck?
what is Maggie for the time being?
I'm Kristen now.
Hi, Kristen,
Oh,
how are you?
Hi, Kristen.
Well,
What a
geez.
coincidence! I am also Kristen now.
I too
You,
am
I'm actually
Kristen.
I'm How to Basic.
Little did you know that I'm actually everyone in this house right now. I am Kristen and Steele. It is me.
I'm
Surprise!
Steele, can you confirm? Split, you liar.
Here, hold on. I'm drawing it right now. See?
There you go. What proof do you need other than that?
Oh my god!
It's me.
I had my suspicions, but I didn't want to believe.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Steele is speaking now. In stream.
I was speaking the
can't
entire
believe-
time. You just didn't
Oh
know.
yeah, because you always were Steele.
Exactly. I am Steele. I am Kristen. I am Split. I am actually also, I'm also Phil.
Yeah.
A few others. Just people didn't really know.
I'm Alex.
That is still
Oh,
Alex. Alex is still
I'm
Alex.
Shiner. I'm actually Shiner.
Apparently, I'm JoJo, according to some commenters on the MOI videos.
You're really good at acting.
Which one?
Some for some people were mixing up me and JoJo like for the art in terms of like the art, and so like, oh JoJo, you did really good art, and I was like, thanks, that's my art actually. I mean, JoJo does great art, but
It's not as good as mine.
Let's see.
no, JoJo.
No.
Would never say that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna read.
This is really nice, like waiting music.
Yes.
As we wait for
Kristen to return.
not Kristen to return.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
obviously,
we're all
Kristen,
Kristen,
Kristen's
we
already.
not Kristen.
Because I'm Kristen.
You're Kristen.
Exactly.
I am.
Congrats.
Yeah. See,
Get it. Fuck, this looks really good.
guys, I'm really good at talking in
Oh,
tongues.
Yeah.
Cammy, can we get the sax
Kristen is
graph on the
actually
back?
a ventriloquist, so that's how there are 4 Kristens talking at once.
Oh.
Didn't we say the sax gremlin was hanging on her trench coat?
Yeah.
Yes, that's very important. Fuck, this looks so good, guys. Holy shit.
Thanks, not Kristen.
Yeah, not Kristen.
It's actually still me,
Yep.
Wow, amazing. You're so talented.
right?
You're such a good voice actor.
I said Split to himself. Wow, you're so talented, Split.
Thank you very much.
Wow, Alex, you're so smart and cool. I bet everyone loves you. You said it, Alex. I have plenty of friends.
Oh
Don't worry, Alex. I feel the same
no!
way.
Where did Maggie get the hat?
She had it.
I'm sorry. That was a bit of a weird way to continue that conversation.
Yeah.
She
We're
had it in the bar too.
Yeah. We're going full Dick Tracy with the trench coat and the
Alright,
hat.
well, I'm really digging it. I'm just like, she wasn't wearing it in the last thing.
No, because she was holding it to her chest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
of course.
pulling through.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Also, Alex, the chat is screaming love at you.
Yes.
They're also telling Billy to shut up, but Billy wasn't here.
Wow.
It was
That was Alexia. Alexa.
It was Alexa.
Yes.
Alexa.
Okay,
Alexa,
this
this is
is
so
wow.
sad.
Play
Alexa, play
Despacito.
Despacito.
Alexa, be my friend.
Thank you for the bits!
I'm sorry, I can't be friend.
Wow, this is beautiful. Okay.
Thank you for the bits.
Yes, thank you for the bits.
Thanks for
Okay.
the bits.
Whoa.
Alright, so we've arrived here at Internet Stadium, which is, we arrived, you know, at sunrise, which was, as I said before, naturally a bright red and incredibly dramatic. Of course. I guess this makes sense.
I mean, you can't see that it's red because it's noir, but anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have Phil here, therefore no color.
There is no color, just outlines.
Just outlines.
Oh, you know what we can do at the end of this? We can put a layer on top and then do it overlay. I bet.
Ooh, that would look nice.
Ooh.
Let me try it.
Holy
I'll
shit,
try it at the end. I'll try it
Kyle!
at the end.
Thank you.
We got more
Thank
of
you.
this.
Except those aren't bits for Alex, those are bits for Team Murder, so...
Yes, thank you, says Team Murder.
Yeah, you just betrayed me by claiming they're bits for Alex when they're not.
Thank you for Alex.
Thank you for Alex.
Don't thank him for Alex, he is in no way responsible for me.
Listen.
Thank you from Alex. He appreciates it so much.
Listen.
Wow, I didn't know you were also Alex, Kristen, Split, and Phil, and Steel.
We are all Kristen now.
I grow.
Just Kristen.
Kristen.
Just Kristen.
Okay,
Every
okay.
single
is this
day
happening?
you don't realize it, but I grow.
Are you also Monica?
No, that's
Can't
ridiculous.
heckin' believe.
Okay, anyway. So, we arrived at the stadium at exactly the right time. Dawn, which was suitably dramatic.
Dawn of the final day.
No.
No, there
What
was
is
no
this?
screaming moon in the sky.
What is this? Some kind of video game that won't be invented for years?
Oh my god.
That was just Benny. He does that
He
occasionally.
just does that occasionally.
It's the moon. It's gonna kill us all.
Oh no.
No, it's Benny.
It's
Turns out the villain is Majora's Mask.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but this looks heckin' great. I'm sorry.
It does look great. So,
Yeah,
the
the moon was
Get
just a
rid of the
meme.
moon.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the moon's gone.
So the question was, here we were at the stadium. The question was, where was our man? Sams, you should really be hiding. The whole point was I come here alone.
You know, I think I might have forgot that on the walk over. I personally blame Jack Daniels.
I'd criticize
His best friend.
I'd criticize you for your choice in friends, but well, I suppose that would be a little bit hypocritical.
I mean, you can't really criticize a mutual friend now, can you?
I mean, really, you should be able to criticize your closest friends, which is why I'm telling you you're
This
a
is a
fucking
really
drunk.
nice background.
It is a really nice background.
I heard that. You called me one of your closest friends.
No, I didn't. That's not what I
I
said.
totally
Jack
did.
Daniels
You
No,
is
totally
no,
did.
friend.
that's not.
You're
That's
totally.
You
I
totally
am not letting this go. I
no,
am not
no.
letting this
That's
go.
not. Listen, nope. That's not what I. That's not what I said.
It
Look,
is totally what you said. I am not drunk enough to forget something like that.
you know what? I guess. You know what? How about we go drinking after this, and you can conveniently forget everything you heard.
Yeah, but you told
You
me.
know, when you put it like that, it almost makes it sound like you like me.
Ooh.
You can tell you can tell we're getting to the climax by the slightly
dialogue.
dialogue.
And the dramatic
The
scene.
farther into Artventure Noir it gets, the more flirty McSams and Maggie get.
Yeah.
God damn.
This is some really good lighting. I'm sorry, I need to.
It looks very good.
Hey, this is my favorite thing to do. I love coloring.
Yeah, and then you combine in Steel just being amazing, and we have something truly
Yeah.
beautiful. Holy shit.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's not focus on this incredibly obnoxious nothing that this is, and let's instead focus on the fact that apparently someone is cashing in on our dead friend.
Right.
You still
Can't
said
have that.
it, though.
Not fair to you.
Sorry?
Did you not hear me? I said not fair to you.
No, it's not. It's not fair at all. Alright. So, the question is, chat. Sorry.
Thank you for the gravestone bits.
For the gravestone bit.
Yay.
Grip Leon.
Gravestone bits.
Gravestone bits.
The question is, who was waiting for us? Sorry, Steel. you can draw again.
Please keep drawing. This is fun.
We're using the same computer, so she'll be like, I need the mouse or something, and he's just like, oh, as he watches the cursor just be pulled away from him. Alright, so chat, what awaits us? Or rather, who?
Who awaits us?
Times New Roman.
No!
He's in jail.
We can't have the same villain twice. That's cheap.
We beat Times New Roman already.
Yeah.
The former chief of police.
Former chief of police.
Ooh.
That's dramatic. Alright, so, Steele, do you want to draw it? Or Tammy, one of you should join in the, former chief of police.
What if the former chief of police is named Thomas Hanos?
No.
No.
Well,
I think we need to save
the
Thomas
Gremlin
Hanos.
hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah, we gotta save him for another Sam's McSam's episode.
I'll heckin' hop in.
Alright, go for it. So, Cammy, tell us about the chief. The former chief of police.
The chief of police was just about as stereotypical as the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. He was an older man. And he also had a best friend named Jack Daniels.
What's with all the grizzled cops in
being
this fucking town?
That's the only kind there is.
They worked hard on him. Unfortunately, unlike any other cop, they worked against him. More and more, he seemed to only hang out with Jack Daniels. Until finally they told him he had to leave the force. He didn't even get an honorable leave. He didn't even get to keep his badge.
Who's drawing him in?
He's not in yet. He's in the stadium.
It's... Oh, but that means we have to cut to another thing.
Yeah, it does. You have to go alone, Maggie.
Oh, you're right, I do. Alright, well...
Hold on, let's see if we can get the overlay on here.
Let's get the overlay on here then.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get it.
Because I definitely was like,
guys.
this is really pretty, and I don't want to...
Oh god, there's blood everywhere! Everywhere!
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's very nice.
I was telling you, wait, guys, listen to me. I am an artiste. I'm an artiste.
Oh, there's blood!
Thank you for the bits.
Oh my god, we were in a creepy pasta the whole time!
Blood for the blood god.
As the sky...
Skull throne.
As the sky went blood red, I couldn't help but think this whole red in the morning sailor take warning thing is freakishly accurate. Sam's, do you have realistic blood eye again?
Not hyper realistic if that's what you're asking.
God, maybe I drank too much. Alright, well...
I mean, I didn't get any sleep, so my blood eye is just from that.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I'm going in. I guess I'll see you in there, I hope.
See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Alright.
You don't want to see him in there. You have to go alone.
Well, presumably if things go south, which
You're right.
undoubtedly they will.
I'll resave it because there's more changes.
I've been in enough, let's face it, I've been in enough of these things to know how it goes, and it's never pretty. Alright,
Okay.
let's go.
Alright, and they go in.
Yes.
Yep.
And as I upload this thing to the Discord.
God, this one's so fucking good.
Yeah.
That one's probably gonna be the cover image. It's really fucking good.
Yes.
But Alita.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I was telling y'all to trust me. You didn't trust me.
No, I trusted
Whoops.
you!
More red!
It needs more red!
Hyper-realistic blood eye.
I had an art professor, and no matter what, you would bring a painting to him and he'd just tell you it needed more red. And here we are. And you know what the thing is? He's fucking right every time. It's the worst.
That needs more red.
Okay.
Okay, shut up. In reference to paintings, you smartass. Alright. So, I entered the stadium. It was dark and cold and kind of creepy, because they hadn't fucking opened yet. Really, to be honest, I don't know how I got inside. Well, okay, I do. Admittedly, you know, a policewoman needs a few tricks up her sleeve, and one of those tricks may or may not be a lockpicking kit. Just in case. So I strolled in. Everything was dark. And, I guess I'm trying to figure out where the hell I end up, honestly. I guess I stride into the stadium. Or maybe, actually, no. Inside. Inside is better. It's creepier. Hello? Hey, I'm here. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I would like this to be dramatic, but frankly, I need something to work off of.
Always sarcastic with you.
Chief.
You know there's such a thing as a dramatic purpose.
What's his name, folks? What's the name of the former chief of police?
Collector of Mist offers up Maxwell O'Hara.
Maxwell.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
I love it.
Oh no!
Maxwell O'Hara.
Okay, how is he related to Maggie O'Hara? Is he her dad or her brother?
Ooh, I kind of like brother.
Why
I
would
really
he...
like brother because
Hold on, guys. My mom is calling me in the middle of the stream, so
Okay.
I'm gonna just mute for a bit, and I'm gonna have to wait on that Maggie.
Alright, no
That's
worries.
okay.
Vanish. And so Juno vanished
kinda
into
really
the
like
ether.
brother.
Everyone wants dad or uncle
Well, I
Aw.
guess he's dad now.
Okay. Hi, Dad.
or grandfather.
There you go, he's a dad now, and you can tell because of his mustache.
Absolutely.
I love, like, Steele's drawing this beautiful hair, and then we're just like, he's a dad. Immediately starts drawing mustache. Perfect.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Oh
I'm
no.
shocked. I'm Dad.
So the former chief of police was your father.
The whole time. Alright, so... Matt,
Why didn't he just, like, call you?
I'd heard that voice so many times before. All the way back as far as I could remember. Back when he was patching up skinned knees and mostly telling me telling him how hungry I was and him telling me, hi hungry, I'm Dad. It was very obnoxious. Dad? Wait, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in rehab? Which is the thing that exists in the 1930s, 40s, 20s.
20s.
Did rehab exist back then? I really don't know.
So,
Probably not.
Probably not.
You dealt with your alcoholism like everybody else, with more alcohol.
Actually, I guess it's like, you left. What are you doing here?
There's the little girl finally catching on to the thing.
Dad! What are you talking about? You know what? No, I don't even know where to start with you. The voice of my former partner seems to have a bad cough, but...
I think a simple hello would suffice.
No! Actually, yeah, you're right, it has been a while. Have you seen Mom? How about we talk about the force that you dropped? I had to pick up the pieces once you left, you asshole!
Also, he broke your window.
Also, you broke my window!
Yeah.
You realize I can't afford to fix that, right?
Do you really think I'd be able to talk about this over a phone call?
Probably.
A case like that was huge.
I mean...
This is the 1920s, 30s, 40s. I don't think they wiretap.
I mean, who knows?
The FBI wasn't the thing. Yeah.
You're probably right.
I can't go into. You know I can't go into the force anymore. They wouldn't have let me. There we go. That makes sense. That's my plan all along.
But why wouldn't they have let you? You never told me why. You just left. I had to... Are you finally gonna tell me why? What? Is that it? I don't know. Why did he leave the force, chat?
Why did he leave the force?
Why did he
Sorry
leave
about
the
that.
force?
I'm back.
Hello,
Ooh.
welcome back.
We're getting some juicy details, I see. As soon
Yeah,
as I come
right?
back.
Damn. This is getting intense.
I
Juno,
love this so much.
what did you hear last?
I heard the dramatic sounding, the very dramatic sounding, ominous sounding introduction. Like you, always the something.
All right. Well, the chief of police is Maggie's dad.
Oh.
Old chief of police, ex-chief of police.
Yes, ex-chief
Yeah,
of
We're
police.
about to find out why he's now ex-chief Chief.
Yeah.
What does the chat say, Split?
Dragonspire says losing Leon nearly killed her, so he left so she'd be forced to fix herself.
Whew, that didn't go well.
Maggie's father was tracked by Leon's murderer. They are skilled, and he needed to disappear.
Oh my god, it's
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Miss Fox saying he was the one who set up Leon's murder and he left to keep it quiet.
Wait, Maggie's dad is the one that set up his murder? Holy
Wait,
shit!
Why?
Wait, what?
I mean, that's what Tara's saying.
Ooh. I mean, do we want to go with that?
That's very dramatic.
We have
Holy
3
shit.
different dramatic
So,
possibilities.
yeah, it's so much drama.
Oof, that's tough.
Romance, bloodshed, the works.
God, I'm going to punch
Maybe,
you.
maybe he set up the murder so she would be forced to fix herself and become the chief of police. I don't know.
Wow, that is so dramatic.
Alright.
So, what a fucking father of the year. God damn.
God,
Jeez.
you know what? Suddenly
Really think that the
Maggie's
police won't listen.
suddenly Maggie's various problems make a fuck ton more sense than they already did. Jesus.
Clearly got some daddy issues.
So I think what happened here is he orchestrated Leon's death so Maggie would fix herself and hopefully take up the chief of police
You
in
were-
his stead.
Yeah.
Because after all,
Oh my
there's...
god, I have an idea.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, I got it, okay. Do you really think they would have listened to me if I had told them the real reason I left?
And what
You were
reason is
too-
that?
You were too lax. You always went with the flow. You listened to only your gut and not your head. You never thought things forward. So I had to give you a little bit of a lesson. To hopefully make you understand what it means to be an officer. What it means to put your life on the line. So
What?
maybe some other lives had to be lost in the process. But I did it for
What?
you.
You were the one in charge of Leon's death? That was you?
You had to learn a lesson, Maggie.
At
As
the
hard as it was, you had to learn it.
He was my friend since high school. He went into the force before me. You trained him yourself.
Believe me. I wish it hadn't had to happen.
If you thought I was so bad at being a police officer, you could have just told me.
You were so passionate about it, and after... You wanted to prove to the world that you could do it. You wanted to prove that a woman could do it, and I wanted to help you. But you were so... innocent and naive. You couldn't understand what it truly meant to be an officer.
Is this because I loved him? Is that why?
Maggie, no. No. Nothing like that. It wasn't because that boy
Lie.
had a thing for me.
Dad, look. I can't believe this. I can't. Look, I know we went on a few dates in high school, but I've never been unfocused. It wasn't... I don't
He
know.
was all you ever talked about, Maggie.
That's not true.
You really think you can lie to your father? I may have been gone a while, but I know you. I still know you. And I know when you're lying to me.
I don't... Why? Why would you do this? Why?
You wanted to change the world. Sometimes the world is going to hurt you in the process. You had to learn that, Maggie.
So let the world teach it for me. You didn't have to do that.
It was going too slow. You wouldn't have learned in time. I wouldn't have gotten to see you grow. into
You
who
didn't get
are.
to anyway. You left.
Out of the fucking year. God damn. Fucking asshole.
Oh,
Sheesh.
I may have been out of sight, but I wasn't out. I went to your ceremony. I saw you get sworn in.
no, I don't care. I don't care that if you were there. No. You always pushed me. You were always pushing me to be a better officer. This was all I ever could have been. And that's fine. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to make you proud. I just wanted to make them all proud. I
hate to jump in the more dramatic area, but we do have a confession.
What's the confession?
He just admitted to it.
Why come now? Why tell me all this now? Is this a confession? Should I bring you in?
I trained your little boyfriend. I trained you.
Why do this then? Why? I don't why call me out? Why call me out here like this?
You were slipping.
I was slipping? What?
I've seen you go into another bars now and realize you're starting to lose your way. Not that incentive might bring you back.
You know what? Fuck you.
Maggie.
No, fuck you. Please.
You, Dad.
Fuck you, Dad. First of
Fuck you, Dad.
Fuck you, Dad. First
Jeez,
of all,
we didn't need the Thanos joke in the we didn't need the joke Thanos in the first place. We have actual. This
is a worse dad somehow.
This is like the worst guy.
This is worse.
Luckily, there were no cliffs in Internet City.
This dude was just like.
There's lots of tall buildings, but you have to climb them first.
I just, God,
It's
hold.
like a villain who's like trying to be dramatic, but it just none of it makes sense.
It's just
And he's slowly realizing that.
like as time goes on, everything he says gets worse and fucking worse. Holy shit.
Goddamn.
You can tell. You can already tell, Maggie. He is so far gone.
Like, look at his face. No, look at his fucking face. It's like, what am I saying? Oh my god.
I'm doing my best, guys.
No, you're doing
you're
great.
doing great.
I'm just like, God damn. Okay, I've completely lost track. All right. Oh, thanks. Fuck you, Dad.
No, you're doing great, Cammy.
You're doing great.
I fucking love it.
Oh.
I love his fucking personality so far. He's just
This
so
man
over
is
the
so
top.
off the handle.
Yeah, exactly.
This man-
He's so
this man
over
is
the top
100.
and fucking insane. The dude's senile.
You know what?
He's 100% off the handle.
If you'd excuse me, voices in the sky, I would like to continue this dramatic confrontation with my incredibly fucked up father. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck you, Dad.
Wait, real quick, before you continue, maybe you guys realize that he's insane, but Maggie also hears voices in her head.
Ooh.
Maybe it's genetic.
Are you really as insane?
Oh my god!
Maggie, am I really crazy?
Hold on. What?
Guys, please.
Am I-
Stop.
Guys,
No, you're good.
I am
Yeah.
just trying to follow the scene. You do have a point that she's fucking crazy. You're not wrong.
Look where she came.
Can we follow the scene, please?
Please let me follow the scene.
Do the show.
Thank you. Okay, getting back into this. Jesus, okay. You know what? Fuck it. Alcohol, this runs in the family, right? Uncle John. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, Aunt Gladys, fuck it. I don't care. We're all like this. I even have people talking in my head. This is just par for the course, isn't it? Par for the fucking O'Haras. No, you know what? No. I listened to you all of my life. All I ever wanted to do was make you proud, and this is how you repay me. You take away the one thing that matters to me, the one person that matters to me, and then it ruined my life. You want to talk about how you were fixing me? You're the one that ruined my life. You want to know why I drink? It's because of shit like this.
You don't understand. I did this for you so that you could grow.
What exactly was I supposed to grow into? You?
You see his eyes
Bless you.
darken, and he says, "Force wasn't ensured that they had another line of blood, you know? Those officers didn't know what they were talking about.
I should have known all those reports about you were true. I found them, you know. All those things that went off the book, all those things you did. I thought it was a lie. I thought for sure it couldn't be true. Not my daddy, not my... You
have to make sacrifices to get the job done, Maggie.
Yeah. And then she levels her gun. That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
Maggie,
What?
you had to shoot your dad.
It's what he deserves. He's the one that got you shot.
That's not how a cop does it by the books.
Fuck the books.
That's not how it works.
Maggie.
Come on, you're better than this.
What?
You're better than him.
You're better than me.
Uh.
I've been here the whole time.
I'm just like imagining him walk in through the doors in the back, just like pops his head in. You're better than me.
By the way, I've been here the whole time. This very dramatic discussion.
Go ahead, Maggie.
It seemed like a thing you had to deal with.
Go ahead, Maggie. If you really think that you can do it, then do it.
By the power vested in me by the Internet City Police, I hereby place you under arrest. Come on. Are you gonna come quietly?
Is he gonna come quietly, audience?
I don't know, audience. Is he gonna come quietly?
Is he gonna come quietly?
Is he gonna come quietly?
Oh god.
Jesus, this is getting very intense.
I love
This is so intense.
I love these colors. Are intense.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, this is the...
Also, the sorry,
Jojo?
sorry, Jojo, continue.
No, you first. Go ahead.
The line weight on this is super fucking great. Steel, holy shit.
Oh yes, Phil, it's so good.
No, he's going to try to run.
He's gonna try to run.
He does, and then he escapes later. What? He says. Okay.
Well, how does he escape? That's the question.
Apparently
She's
Draco.
the same ankle that she sprained a while ago.
Oh no!
Ooh, do you think he kind of?
What did they say?
Jojo just said he shoots the same ankle she sprained a while ago.
Yes.
That's really mean.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I mean, unless the chat has a better, less mean suggestion than shooting my character in the fucking ankle.
Yeah, they're
I was
saying
gonna shoot my
all
father,
sorts-
but then he took an arrow.
Someone says he does comply, but then escapes later. It's like maybe they fucking call up backup.
It was like every movie of the early 2010s where I got arrested, but it's all part of the plan.
Whoa!
Of course.
Whoa. Also, I need.
I kind of like that because I see him like slowly raising his hand, but he like has this like look of disappointment on his face. Just, you couldn't do it.
Jojo, what were you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
No, say it.
No, it's fine.
And, well, okay, in that case, so he raises his hands.
Like
What?
raises his hand slowly, just you couldn't do it.
Yeah, I guess I couldn't. I think that's okay. Come on, let's go. She takes out the handcuffs and cuffs him. Okay, come on, let's go. Alright, so she takes him off to jail.
Ooh, actually,
Oh,
Draco has a nice suggestion.
what?
Could we have the person who tied up Sam in ropes come out and stop her from arresting him?
Oh my god! There's only
He
us.
did give 5,000 bits for it, so
Okay.
Oh
call it.
shit!
Alright. So as she goes to put her father, you know, put him under arrest. Who burst through the door? The man.
Let's save this thing first.
Yeah, let's save
Let's save this thing first. This is very dramatic.
I love
Can
it.
I do the voice of the guy?
Yes.
Yeah. So as she's about to put the handcuffs on him.
Wait, hold on.
Let's finish.
What?
Let's
We gotta figure
save
out who it is
this.
first, yeah.
It's saved. It's saved.
Okay.
We gotta save it, and then we gotta figure out who it is first.
It's saved.
Yeah.
What would be the guy's name? Give him a name.
Chat.
Chat, we're not doing Times New Roman again.
Yeah,
No.
we're not
We're
going to do
doing
Yeah.
Times New Roman.
Guys, Times New Roman is over. The joke is over now. I hereby declare it done.
A man dressed as the murder god.
No.
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 In a dress? No.
No.
No. No.
It's Kyle, the bit donator.
I kind of like the idea of
Oh,
naming.
I like Tony
What?
Yeah, I like
Monty.
that a lot. Tony
Tony
Kamant.
Kamant. Or
Alright, that's a-
Jericho Von Lee.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Tony because that's easier to pronounce.
Yeah.
Patsy's school kitchen.
We've still got some shadows.
A lot of people want Kyle.
Oh,
A
whoops.
lot of people want Kyle.
I like Kyle.
Kyle count. Kyle
You know what? Kyle has given us enough bits. I think he's allowed to cameo as a character in Artventure Noir.
Just once.
Yeah. Also, real quick, in the last panel, I hate to say this, but the dad looks like a fusion of Phil and my dad.
Oh
I
no.
thought the dad looked like Jean Valjean.
Okay, so
Oh my god,
you're right!
guys, focus. This needs to be the finale. Or so this
finale.
finale.
11.
Yeah, this needs to be the finale. So let's get started on this. So as she goes to cuff her father, who should burst through the door but Kyle? He needs a last name. It can't be Kyle.
Monty.
the-
Kyle Kamant. Yeah, Kyle Kamant.
Kyle Clemente burst through the door.
Alright. As she's about to put the handcuffs on, Kyle Kamante.
Burst through the door.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits.
Thank
Yeah,
you!
more bits.
And then you hear a gun cock. And it's pointing directly at Maggie. Now, I don't think we're gonna be taking anyone away tonight. Or today, this morning, I don't care.
Time.
Technically this morning.
Thanks so
You took
much,
your
Mick
sweet time.
Sams.
You took your sweet time, didn't you, Kyle?
I wanted the perfect dramatic moment, you know me?
Yeah, I mean, it was really awkward. He, like, the instant you walked in, he popped out of the shadows, was like, Freeze, you're coming with me, and we stood there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I tried to engage him in conversation, he wasn't much for it.
And you failed to mention to me that this man has been standing behind me this whole time?
No, he was waiting for the perfect dramatic moment. It was like 20 minutes of standing outside, and then, minute 19, we run into the door at top speed.
Alright, so, I guess Maggie's kind of stuck here. She has, after all, put aside her own gun because she has to go handcuff her father. She is now, well, she could reach for her gun, but is she a quicker draw than the man currently pointing a gun at her? That's the real question.
Now, what's gonna happen here, darling, is...
Excuse me, did you just fucking
I
call
didn't
me
say you
darling?
could talk!
Oh, well then. Well then.
No, what you're gonna do is put away the damn handcuffs. And you're gonna put your hands up, you got it? I said to you, you got it!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Loud.
Yeah, apparently he has the power to absolutely clip the microphone.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Just
We
turn
got
the
you.
microphone sensitivity
Yeah,
down.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Maggie looks between the handcuffs and the man who currently has her cornered.
Oh, who's drawing the guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's drawing the guy? That's the real
Where's
question.
the guy?
Yeah, where's the guy? Because right now it's just Maggie and her dad. Anyone want to volunteer?
I can do it. I just
Okay.
am reading too much.
I know you do, but we need the guy.
Okay,
Yeah, we
okay.
kind of need the guy.
Okay, working on it.
Alright.
So, what's currently going on right now is Maggie is stuck between her father, who has his hands raised, and the guy behind her, who has a gun to her back. I don't know where the fuck Sam is. Has he also got his hands up since he has a lack of gun? Thanks, Maggie.
Fuck, he doesn't have a gun, does he?
No, he doesn't.
I think Maggie is stuck, because after all, her back is to this guy with a gun. She's a fat quick draw, but not that quick.
Although the chat does have a good point.
Oh, so the guy's behind her.
Yeah.
The chat has a good point. We haven't seen the gremlin yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Ooh.
I am no good at guns, so I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You got this.
All right.
I believe in you.
Oh, one thing though, that the guy is behind her, isn't?
Yeah, but this composition's not really set up for
Okay.
that.
Okay, so I guess he was like kind of off to the side behind her.
I think people started drawing before we realized it's supposed to be about the guy with the gun.
We're committed now,
so
though.
She had time to turn around. She had time to turn around, but by then it seemed that this man had the gun already caught with Sam. Or her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta have the skeleton first.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It happens. Speaking as a person who clips constantly, you're fine.
It's fine.
It's
Be a
fine.
little more aware of it.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maggie considers it, and then she looks to Kyle and she says, "Do you really think you're a quicker draw than me?"
Well, I've already got my gun out. I could shoot you right now if I wanted to.
And what'll that accomplish?
I mean, it'll accomplish your dad getting away, that's for sure.
That's not what he wanted. She looks to her dad now. You're the one that wanted me to become the best chief in the force. Why kill me now? This is ridiculous. This plan makes no sense.
It is a pretty terrible plot.
And you mean it was his idea?
How better to be the best cop than like Noir?
Like,
what you wanted me to die?
there are literally a million other better ways to be a better cop. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even a cop, and I can tell you that right now.
So many.
No, I like that. That sounds fucking insane.
It is
Fucking
insane.
senile.
This man needs to go to the old folks'
Absolutely
home.
insane at this point.
Someone's had too much experience with Jack Daniels.
This doesn't make any
Oh, you don't want to talk.
This doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Does the world ever make any goddamn sense?
These guys are insane.
It did before people like you came in.
You know what?
Oh,
Actually, suddenly, Maggie realizes something, and she relaxes and she smiles. No, you're right. It doesn't make sense. This city's full of fucking saxophone gremlins. Boys!
Oh.
And in come the gremlins!
In come the gremlins!
In come the gremlins! In come the gremlins!
And like clockwork, you just hear a from Jackie's pocket, and they start to swarm.
He's about to beat him over the head.
Oh my god!
This man's about to be beat over the head.
That gremlin's
I can't believe it. My gremlins.
That's a
very large gremlin.
We should probably shrink that.
My eyes are bad. Drawing on this website.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
I feel, and then Sam's McSam's, knowing what that meant, ducked and covered.
Yeah, just whistled, ducked, and covered.
Yep.
Because he's the one with the gremlin powers.
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah. Maggie's the one who's actually good at police work. Sam has gremlin powers.
Sam's just bullshits.
Yeah, basically. That's a fair summary of the entire thing. Sam's just bullshits, Maggie has the powers of police work and intense drama.
Kit Kat rides into the scene on a fucking police dog.
Yeah.
I love
You don't
it.
know what the gremlin's saying, but it sounds like football.
Vive la France!
If Kit Kat's riding in on a police dog, does that mean that she brought the police?
Yes!
That's what the gremlin did. You hear sirens from outside.
Here comes the force.
Here comes the force.
And we got some police cars over here.
Alright, so the gremlins descend upon Kyle. How does Kyle react?
Chat. Or actually, Kyle, how do you react?
Yes, Kyle, how do you
Kyle,
react?
Do I get to shoot a gremlin though? This should be fun though. Yeah, Kyle, how do you wanna?
Does Kyle shoot a gremlin?
Kyle, do you wanna shoot a gremlin?
How dare you?
No!
Do you want to shoot the JoJo gremlin?
No!
Kyle, I'm going to give you explicit permission to shoot a gremlin. You just gotta say which gremlin you want to shoot.
No!
Not Kit Kat. She's a main character.
Yeah,
Not Kit Kat.
Kyle, shoot the.
Pull out more guns and shoot these boys. He's gonna shout to fire upon the gremlins.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as we all know, the conservation of DACA happens. The more DACA, the less likely you are to hit something.
Yep.
Kyle, I'm giving you permission to shoot one gremlin.
You can't shoot all the gremlins. You have to shoot one.
You get to kill
And
at
you
least
can't kick-
one gremlin, just
yeah,
not
and
Kit
you
Kat.
can't shoot. Yeah, you can't shoot Kit Kat.
Such intense music for this, oh no.
Actually, wait, okay.
As we wait.
As we wait.
Puts down his gun.
Puts down his gun. He puts down the gun.
I guess he
shit,
can't.
okay.
I guess he can't
I guess
shoot.
he doesn't want to shoot the gremlin.
I mean, you can leave him with a gun for
Drop
now.
the gun.
It looks more dramatic.
Yeah.
All right, so he drops the gun.
I guess he surrenders.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does he
The
surrender,
gremlins were
Kyle?
too much for him.
Kyle, what is your plan?
I feel like Kyle has a plan. I'm gonna give it another minute.
All right.
Yeah.
And so we wait. Meanwhile, Maggie is, you know, still on an adrenaline high, but I can't wait for her to have to deal with all the trauma she gets to deal with now. Jesus fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did that.
It's been a good day
I'm
for
sorry.
Maggie.
I'm sorry.
Good thing the cops are here.
Oh,
Jeez.
he's crying.
Yeah. He knows it's illegal to be racist to gremlins, so.
Alright, so he, Kyle.
He just did a little fucking.
Just did a little fucking laugh. I don't think he had a plan.
Kyle, do you have a plan or not? We gotta move on, dude.
Oh
Okay.
man.
We're giving you
Yeah.
so much time.
Alright, well, we gotta get moving because it's 11 o'clock, so.
It is.
Alright, so, JoJo Kyle, let's hear it.
He waits for a bit until he's surrounded, then throws open his coat, revealing this is 1920 C4.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay, so apparently he laughs and then he opens up his coat to reveal his vest is full of C4.
You guys have no idea what is on me right now. You're gonna love it. Alright, so take a look at this. He opens his coat and it's just covered in C4. Like, packets upon packets of C4.
Holy fuck, what year is this?
Yeah, for
I don't
real.
know anymore.
Like, it's
I think you mean dynamite.
Dynamite, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
covered in dynamite. Like that.
Lit dynamite.
Oh, wait, if it was actually C4, then I have the perfect way to respond to it.
Okay.
It's C4 now.
It's C4, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, friend. I recognize it. One thing, though. This side toward enemy is supposed to go away from you. It's backwards, my friend.
What do you mean?
What?
You are aiming a bunch of C4 directly at your chest. Like, not everywhere around you, just at your chest going inward. You
No,
detonate that.
That's not how it works, does it?
It's totally how it works. It's totally how it works.
You're just fucking with me, aren't ya?
Do you really want to take that chance?
This thing's only got like a minute left on it. Are you telling me that I put it on wrong?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you seem kind of unstable, so.
You're unstable. We're all unstable in some sort of way.
Is anyone gonna like cut away?
Yeah, let's just.
Someone just tackle him.
Yeah.
Drop the gun.
And then the police
At that
officers
point,
tackle
yeah.
him. And
Yeah.
the gremlins.
Here comes the cops.
Thud, thud, thud.
the gremlins and the cops tackled him.
The gremlins are able to nibble through the wire.
Yes, fortunately, gremlins, as you know, are masters when it comes to defusing bombs.
All generic cops have mustaches.
Yes.
Jojo has really sharp teeth.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it then. The bad guys are taken away. I don't know if they have any last words. They're carted away. Maybe Kyle first before we get into drama again. Drama Town.
Drama Town.
Kyle, your last words. Maybe let's have chat Kyle say them and then JoJo can repeat them.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Before we finally finish thing. I don't think this thing is going to finish on another shippy moment, given that we're already at 11:04. But I guess we'll see. What a tragedy!
Chat's basically unanimously saying Maxwell gets away into chaos.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Oh, well.
As he gets tackled down, I guess like Maggie was
Fucking Maxwell's like, I'm fucking out of here, Jesus.
Yeah.
at the end of Maxwell.
All right. I guess in the chaos, Maxwell disappears. But
All right, Jojo. Kyle said the thing in the chat. Are you in the chat? You should read that.
I got it. My heart was gonna explode anyway, so.
oh, jeez.
Hold
Oh
on.
god.
Poor man
Don't
got
hit me with the
manipulated by
bomb.
Maxwell.
Arterial explosion. That sounds awful.
Well, take him away.
Maggie watches him go, and then she turns only to realize that Maxwell has vanished. Did he leave anything behind? Perhaps, say, a letter?
Or anything of the sort.
Or anything of that sort? What do you think, Cammy, who plays Maxwell?
He probably just left a single bottle, small bottle. It looks like it's already empty, but it's got Maggie's favorite brand of alcohol, and there's a small letter, and it just says, "Next time, see if you can do it."
Oh.
Waiting.
Maggie picks up the bottle. She looks at it.
This man is messed up.
Yes, he is.
I like how he had this fucking bottle and note prepared beforehand.
Mm-hmm. She takes it with her.
He may be crazy, but he was a very, very good man. He knew his shit.
True.
He may have fucking lost everything now, but he still has some honor.
Maggie takes a look at it, and the thing is, if I were the sentimental sort, maybe I would have drank it. But fuck that. She throws it out. Fuck him.
Against the wall.
No, she throws it into the trash. She throws it into the trash can. She's responsible, and also recycling isn't a thing yet because it's the 1920s, 30s, 40s.
Environmentally friendly.
Yes,
I think in the 40s there was an effort to start recycling, but
it's fine.
Yeah.
Shh, don't worry about it.
Fine.
And she's living in 2020.
It's fine. All right. Well, guess that's it. I need to go home and take a sleep. Christ.
Fair enough. I guess I'll huddle home and try to cut myself free from that.
Yeah.
with your old friend Jack Daniels.
Listen, I love Jack Daniels. I ain't gonna break him open just to cut the ropes around my hands.
Oh, is he, oh, are you still in ropes? Is that what's going on here?
That is still what is going on here, yes.
Oh.
I'm not sure how you didn't notice that. I was
Okay.
willing to check it up to Malice.
So, Maggie, didn't he handcuff you last time?
Are you gonna help them?
That's a very good question. You know what? I've had a really rough night. You know, there was a terrible, terrible adventure at some docks. Some asshole handcuffed me and stole a kiss. Then I got hit by a bunch of trauma, and I learned that my dad killed the love of my life. The question is, I guess I could use a little something going, right? She kisses him.
Oh.
Aww.
And then she immediately turns to the police. This guy's broken I don't even know how many laws. Have fun. Bye.
Just push
See you on awake.
Shove.
Just pushes him over and leaves.
Just pushes him over and leaves. By the way, I'm taking the day off.
That's my girl.
See you on awake, Maggie.
This.
Fuck you. And...
You can't do that, it's the 20s, 30s, 40s!
And that is the end.
Oh wow, this was a good adventure.
Jesus.